But let me switch us over to Strange Antiquities. Oh yes, this is a game where I have to type things, so I'll hit start and continue my day 5 file. Why not? Also, let me know if the clicking in the game is too loud or anything like that. One day I hope to get back to therapy myself because it was really cool and useful and I learned a lot about myself, but then at the same time they, as it turns out, did not take my insurance, so that was not a good match. So this is Strange Antiquities. It is a sequel to Strange Horticulture, which I loved. And there's a few folks from it who persist. Like Verna Green was in Strange Horticulture. And the mailman, I think his name is Schaefer or something like that. He was in Strange Horticulture. Here's my kitty cat. He's a baby. Kitty cat baby. Get to pet the kitty. So that's very cool and good. And we have a bunch of items in our shop that we're slowly taking the time to identify. I try to put different color labels on things depending on if it's something I think it's something or whether it's something I know it's like identified properly. So I'm trying to make it easier on myself. The therapist was like, you need to keep it up for a long period of time and so on. And when you said you tried all the things she suggested, she ended up saying, that's strange with some side eye. Ugh. Ugh. That sucks. Well, not everything works for everyone, unfortunately. You know. It's surprising to hear that there's folks out there that may not have the scope to understand that. Therapy becoming popular has done a lot of damage to people's mental health as a collective, as much as it might have done good for individuals. Mostly because the people that Shade are describing who put like formulaic stuff out there and then everyone takes it as gospel because they're licensed. Yeah, and it doesn't, there's so much nuance to it that needs be done so that folks actually get what they need out of it. Oh, hey, I can put this in my archive. Oh, Dean. Dang. This away. What else is down here? Ah, the map of Undermere, of course. Alrighty. Well. Let's see our first client of the day. Ah, this is the guy who owns the shop, Eli White. Hi, Josh. Good to see you. Is it your birthday? I go away for a few days. Oh, I need to go away for a few days again. The Order of the Black Veil will have the information I'm looking for. They seek to understand the world beyond death, drinking an elixir that sinks them into a deep trance. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading. If I'm right, they may be able to shed some light on these events. The only problem is I burned that bridge long ago. Could you hand me the Guise of Lillian? Won't be the first time I've used one to get around their hatred of me. Okay. Sure, I got a Guise of Lillian. Where's my Guise of Lillian? Spire, that's something about rebirth. That's a shadow, a Shattuck vessel. This, I think, is the Guise of Lillian. Happy birthday to you, Dosh. Wait a minute. Where's my... Oh, man, hold on. Like anything, there's good therapists and bad therapists. You would argue the net effect of therapy on society is a positive one. I agree with that as well. It's just sort of maybe how it's been disseminated, perhaps. Because a lot of people will take therapy lingo and then use it for their own needs and kind of twist it away from what it actually does to help people. But that doesn't mean that inherently it's bad, right? The Big 37, how about that? When did Twitch add rewind for streams? Very recently, I think probably yesterday. Enjoy that, Ziff. You used to have a therapist that had weird boner for wanting to hear your more rambunctious sorties during the War on Terror. You never obliged him because he was weird about it. Yeah, it sounds like he wanted to write a book about it or something, Manny. He probably was like, let me get as much out of this as I can. Alrighty. Yeah, I think it's a neat feature. I think it's only for people who subscribe, though. Okay. So for you... Happy birthday, Josh Leonhardt. From my rainbow caterpillar to you. Ta-da! Because my automaton doesn't work. Just set that aside. Hey, don't side-eye my performance. Of course, Leonhardt. Of course. Alrighty. You think it's not even Therapist's fault and more people's fault for making it into a social media trend? Yeah, predominantly that, yeah. See? When we take off the mask of the ooky spooky villain snake, as it turns out, oh no, it was consumerism the whole time. And Haiti says, let's take a potion to make us helpless with a group of people who hate us. Sounds like a good idea, right? Yeah. I think this is the guy civilian. I think. I'm so right. I'm so good. You bring me any strange item, and I will tell you exactly what it is. It has an ammonite fossil embedded in it, and it has an out-of-body feeling. And we learned about the Tenebrin Cloak. Upon activation, a Tenebrin Cloak will create a sphere of enshrouding darkness that will cloak all within its reach. A single stone set in bronze gives power to these totems. Fascinating. Single stone set in bronze. Cool. We'll take a look at our stuff. And see if any of this strikes us as that. There's a pink gemstone set in... bronze. Although I was thinking that might be like a Selenic thing. This could be a Tenebrin Cloak. That's not bronze. That's gold. Single stone. Now it could be a gemstone, right? Set in bronze. And that is wood, so that's not it. This could be a Tenebrin Cloak. That's bronze, and there's an orange gemstone. So I'll put down Tenebrin Cloak. Perhaps? Get the feeling this is one of those games where you'd end up learning all the recipes for things, and 10 years later, you would needlessly remember how it works? Exactly. I think so, too. Also, Manny, thank you for gifting that sub to Shade. That is so kind of you. Shade, is there a particular deck you'd like me to pull a card from, perhaps? Let me see if I have any other single stone set in bronze. The turquoise gemstone set in bronze. Okay. Tenebrin Cloak. Put that in that color. There. I might actually put these two next to each other. I put all the hand stuff together, but I'm... Wait. Why did it not say the name? Oh, it's just up top. Okay. We're seeing if there's any other gemstones set in bronze here. And there's that one, but I think that's more a spirit eye. Single gemstone set in bronze. That is a green gemstone. Okay, so this could also be a Tenebrin Cloak. So we'll put that up here too. Tenebrin Cloak. Make it purple because it's a guess. Okay. The stuff that's got like a red label is the stuff that's like, well, this seems like it's bad for people. Scary. The horoscope stuff makes you overthink, so you appreciate the offer, but no thank you. No worries, Shade. My pleasure. Thank you again for receiving that gift up. Thank you, Manny, for gifting it to Shade. Alrighty. Oh, we got a new person, Rebecca Rose. Hello. Oh, is that a cat? My eyes are completely gone now, but it's good to know I still have my cat senses. I do hope I'm in the right place. My daughter told me about a shop that specializes in unusual items. My life's joy has always been in painting. Without that in my life, I'm afraid I'm at a bit of a loss. I know I will never see again, but is there anything in your collection that might help me paint again? I feel a little foolish for asking. It seems such a small thing, but to me, it is everything. Oh, I need an Aries remnant or a spirit eye. Interesting. Okay, well, let's read up on both and see if there's any downsides to them first. So we'll check out first the spirit eye. Okay. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen. That sounds like bad vibes, perhaps. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Okay, so that's this thing over here. There's a thing over here that's the spirit eye. It says, there's others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not exactly clear what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. I don't think that's a good idea. Man, this is a Wendy's. It's actually the perfect place for what she needs. Which is a Frosty that helps her see again. Is that the Garland symbol on the desk in the middle? It's like a symbol of protection, those intersecting diamonds. Just give them bad stuff. We had an opportunity to give somebody... So like this girl said her friend was stealing stuff from her. And it was like, I'm going to lay out a necklace and I needed to teach my friend a lesson. And I could have either given her an item that would make the friend... It amplifies the feelings of guilt within you, or a necklace that amplifies your paranoia that can never be taken off. And I was like, you know what? Let's not go the true evil routes. Let's just do the guilt. And then the guilty friend came into the shop and was like, I need something to help me work on myself because I've been stealing and I feel bad about it. So... For gaming news, you finally saved up enough to get Lemon Pie and Arknights. I hope you're able to get all the new... What is Lemon Pie? These objects induce a form of synesthesia where colors and tones, light and shadow, can be felt through touch. Oh, that seems great. They are sometimes used by those who work in low light conditions such as miners. The gemstones and Aries remnant are arranged in the shape of the constellation that shares their name. I think I'm going to give her an Aries remnant. And bada bing, baby. We got the Scythian Charm. Older Scythian charms are carved out of wood, but the more powerful designs make use of planetary metals. No two are identical. They're used by horticulturists to encourage several plants to thrive. They change with the weather, usually cold, but warm and tingly to the touch when it's raining. Interesting. Warm and tingly to the touch when it's raining. We have to find something that's warm and tingly. To find a rainy day. That's cuckoo. Who would have thought? I think it was raining the other day. Gotta wait for a rainy day, and then we'll see if something is warm and tingling to the touch. How interesting. Hi, little John Cena. Good to see you. Yeah, she might be painting some wild stuff, right? Let's confirm that this is Aries Remnant by changing the color of the tag. Boom, Aries Remnant. And often I also capitalize it too, so Aries. Cool. Great. Did we get... There's still this thing. Did we get any, like... I don't know if we got any, like, cards to investigate. Let's learn a little more about the artist Rebecca Rose, though. Rebecca's eyesight deteriorated very quickly several years ago, and now she's barely able to distinguish dark and light. This affliction has robbed her of the thing that brought her the most joy in the world, painting. Yet it has not robbed her of her determination, or her kindness, or her love of life. When she learned those strange antiquities... and that it might hold a way to restore her sight, she was hesitant. She never did anything without careful consideration, but eventually her desire to paint again won over. She decided that risk was worth taking. Okay, but I don't want to ruin her life. I think if she was able to see, like, into the fifth dimension or whatever the spirit eye does, that might be a bit much for her. She might get really look outsidey. Those ravens have done for 3 more poor buggers. 2 of them up at Calgrath and another fella, a fisherman. People are getting a bit panicky around here. Is it an issue with all the ravens killing people? Nothing natural about folks turning up with eyes all black like that. And now this fog, too. With nights drawing in and me working late, I refuse to walk down Holbrook Road without so much as a lantern. Okay. I had something nice and bright in mind. A sun bond, huh? Okay. Do I have, I think... Let's see if I have a sun bond. Grin, that's a Zaya. That's a Hunter's Boon. Earring Charm, Witch's Fingers. He's Remnant, Silent Vessel, Tenebrant Cloak. Those 3 might be Tenebrant Cloaks. Evil Cantic Guise of Light. Yeah, this is not the Aries thing. A Sun Bond. I don't think I've positively ID'd a Sun Bond yet. Let's take a look at it. Sun Bond. Small, lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly. Made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of lights. Speaking of fog, Silent Hill F Sharp is looking very good. You saw a few clips of it. A lot of people are calling it a soul sink. Do you think that's actually what it is? Give her a monkey's paw? I don't think we should. That was such a weird turn in Oberdin. It was very strange. Okay, they're small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly, and made of a non-precious metal, housing a gemstone. Okay, so a non-precious metal. What is, does this have a gemstone? That's all bronze. And that's gold. That's pretty precious. That's gold too. Gemstone of lights. And that certainly would not be it. Gemstone of light. Get into here. I don't think any of these are the things we're looking for, though. Small and lightweights. Non-precious metal. Is bronze a precious metal? I don't think iron is. How much does this weigh? It's a little over ½ pound. Is iron a precious metal? There's no stone in this. This is just straight up tin. Wait, what is the composition of this? Iron and a pearlescent blue glass. I feel like this thing is it. This might be the thing that we're looking for. I'm guessing tin could fill it as well. I feel like this might be a sun bond. Oh, wait. I wanted to see... What's the... Pearlescent blue glass? It said a gemstone is the problem. Right? And glass is not a gemstone. Housing a gemstone of lights. Yeah. Don't think that's it. Gold, silver, platinum. Okay, good to know. And that's a marble. Marbles are glass, so that can't be it. Well, how heavy is this thing? It's about £1 pound. Gemstone of light. Let's look at our gemstones. That's the symbology. Hold on. Here's our gemstones. That's the earth, peace, and safety, body, and ah! Hi, Tiny. Okay. Damn, I don't know which one of these is going to be of LIGHT. There's stamina and a dodge mechanic in Silent Hill F? That's wild. You're like, oh yeah, that's right. Lemon Pie is a fan name for the two sister characters called Lemuen, who is a wheelchair-bound angel lady that uses a long-range sniper, and Exusai, an angel that uses a submachine gun and a railgun. That sounds so cool. You love that Arknights has made some disabled characters that have awesome backstory. Me too. I think that's great. Thank goodness. We need more positive disability representation. Yeah. If Silent Hill F is a Souls-like, so would 3 in the 2 remake be. Okay, I just think some folks compare things to what they've seen and maybe they're not, maybe they haven't seen too much. So maybe it should have amber within it? Makes me think maybe it's this. So if it's bronze with a gemstone of lights, I feel like this might be it. Oh, I was so ready for that not to be it. Holy cow. I was so ready for that to be wrong, honestly. People see stamina and dodge and they're like, it's a Souls-like. So that's cool, Zip. I can't wait to check it out on the break. Dark Souls is an Elder Scrolls-like. Just with less animation of the moving mouths and stuff. Hi, Dark Sword Slayer. Good to see you. This item has an amber gemstone, a stone of light. It is made of bronze, a non-precious metal. Closer inspection reveals that it is strangely warm. We now know about the Cyrene wards, made from basilisk scales, a material known to endure intense heat. These unusual objects can permit the bearer to withstand fire and flame and remain unharmed. They do not, however, offer protection against the deadly basilisk itself. Cyrene ward, huh? Okay, well, let's label this one as the... What did I just ID? Oh, what was the name of... Oh, Sunbond. Okay. Sunbond. Sunbound. A bond with your son. Okay, let's read about this one we just got. The size something or other ward. Basilisk scales are highly prized. Interesting. Okay, it's got a scale shapes. You can withstand fire and flame unharmed, but you can't be protected against a basilisk. Do you think there's anything here that looks scale shaped? Or incorporates something that looks scale shaped? Yeah, it looks like a natural. I don't think we've gotten anything that was like scaly. Yeah. Except for my scale here. Oh my gosh, Dark Sister. Okay, first off, the ad break starts soon. I gotta say that. Second off, you started your first week of work this week and you are pooped so many fast moving deliverables within the last 2 days. What are we looking forward to this weekend? I want to hear what you're looking forward to. I hope that you have a great restful weekend. There's a clothing swap I'm looking forward to this weekend. It's a community event that I'm looking forward to doing. And then also resting. Oh, I need a rest. I need to rest for sure. Audrey Bell. Interesting. Bend your ear to the trees. Hold your palm out to the wind. The ravens can feel it. Can you? Something is stirring. I need a Holgan Grimm in the coming days. Okay, I think this is what you need. Boom shakalaka. So good. The mask is an eerie item that can be worn. The sketch shows a priest wearing the mask with their back to us. Using the index, we can find a sketch of Holgar, to whom the mask bears a striking resemblance, and the gemstone is Vivinite, a stone of death. Good luck with your death ritual, I guess. You upgraded your phone? Hell yeah, nice. Very cool. It's not going to be as restful as you'd hope, but you're going to work on some projects, Star Slayer. Okay, after the ad break, I can't wait to hear about your projects. The middle time is too small. Yeah, I think it's just a thing of protection, Snake. It's in our little book of symbols. We just learned about the lead heart. These items depict the god Ceranos as his non-human form. They are heavier than they look due to a core of lead, hidden by a more modest exterior. They're said to kindle romantic interest and sometimes are given as wedding gifts. Interesting. A lead heart. Okay. Okay, like a modest exterior. This is really heavy. This is clay. I bet this is a lead heart. Ceranos, huh? What was Ceranos supposed to look like? Oh no, where's the thing that's like what the eyes of Ceranos? Oh, there was a voice of Ceranos as well. Okay, this is it. That's it for sure. This is the Ceranos thing. What was it? A lead heart, lead heart, lead heart. Okay. This is a lead heart for sure. Because it's really heavy. And it's a deer shape, so... I want to make sure we don't have anything else deer shaped. I don't think so. Okay. Oh, end of day, huh? Was there anything else we could explore and do? I could show you... Let's see. It was the symbol, right? So... Protection is the symbol. Snake. That's what we're looking for. How about that? So this is your first time upgrading your phone in 10 years, Dark Slayer. It's crazy how big of a jump it is. What did you used to have and what do you have now? And what projects are you going to work on this weekend, Dark Slayer? It's pretty close. You don't feel weird for mixing them up. Yeah, of course. But it's like 3 equal-sized diamonds is, I think, the Empire's symbol. I wanted to see if we can, like... hold this thing again. Uh-oh. That's weird. I wonder if we like pull on it, will it reveal like a new drawer or something? I don't want to break the clock. Imagine if we break our employer's clock. I really want to open this thing up. We haven't needed to. I just want to. If I take this candle and I light it on fire. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Just wanted to pet the cat one more time. All right, day 5. End of day 5. Inside was the reason they had toiled so hard. A small black casket. A very valuable small black casket. They knew not enough to open it, but perhaps too little to fully understand the danger it possessed. Oh. Okay. Oh, stairs. Very basic stairs. Up the stairs, left, then left again. Second on the right is where I spend each night. Okay. This must be for that guy's house. So, where's his little house stuff? I think that's this. Gleaston Castle. Okay. Up the stairs. The stairs. That looks like it's going down. So we go up the stairs. We're here. Left. Then left again. That would take you like into this hall. Second on the right is where I spend each night. Wait, no. Come back. Okay. Okay, so up the stairs, left. Oh, and then left again. Okay, left and left again. Oops, hold on. Up the stairs, left. I think left again would be in here. But second on the right makes more sense for like... if you get into this hallway, then you're like either here or here. But I don't think I'm doing the stairs correctly. What if it's these stairs? Like, up the stairs, left, and then left again. Oh, that doesn't seem to work out. If we putter around too much, it could drive us insane, unfortunately. Wandering through this guy's house. Let's try this though. That was a mistake. Ah, it hurt my brain. Oh no, my brain hurts. I made a mistake. Okay, but that's okay. Didn't drive us fully crazy. All right, up the stairs, left, then left again. Second on the right is where I spend each night. I mean, you'd think that'd be like the bedroom, right? So you start off in the ground floor. If you go up the floors, you end up here. Left and left again. Hi, Pine. It's so good to see you. How are you doing today? Well, what if you go up this way? Up the stairs. You have to take a right that way. So you have to like go left or straight. So left, then left again. Person walking up. They take a left. Then they go here. Second on the right. There's no way to get... Like, second on the right would only apply in these two. This would be 1, 2 on the right. And I already went there and it drove me crazy. You got to leave work a few minutes early and you have Saturdays off until November. Hell yes, Pine. I hope that really helps with the wacky traffic that you experience at this time of year. You know. I'm very confused. I'm supposed to find something in this fellow's house. I would feel like it's the master bedroom. You know? But maybe it's like up these stairs, left, then left again. This would be the first, and then this would be the second. Like if it's these stairs, up the stairs. So we're somewhere on the first floor. It'll absolutely help, I bet. That is so great. Now, do you also work Sundays, Pines? Do you have like a full weekend off? Left and left again. Second on the right is where I spend each night. What does it mean? I would think the master bedroom, but he said not to look in there. Also, kind of ominous he's got crows out here. When the crows and ravens have been pecking people's eyes out. What if we're going up? So if they're going up these stairs and you go left. You're like, okay, ready. Left again. That would be first on the right. I guess this would be second on the right. Boom, baby. Finally. Okay, that was a little complicated. Hi, Juan. Good to see you. Okay, you're typically closed on Sundays, so you get a full weekend off for the next few weeks. That's great. That's so nice, Pine. I'm happy to hear that. Thank goodness. You'll get to relax, kick back, do some bunny dancing, I'm assuming. Don't let me forget, I have to check to see if anything in the shop makes us feel tingly because it's raining. So we have to check the feeling of all of these things. Don't let me forget that. The bedroom looks like it hasn't been used for a long time. Thin layer of dust coats furnishings and cobwebs decorate every corner. Pulling back thin curtains lets some light into the room, but more importantly, they reveal a macabre item that has been hiding on the windowsill this whole time. That's weird. Okay. Fingles. We got some fingles. It's raining, so I have to check every item and see if it feels tingly. So I know this is not a Tenebrin cloak. Okay, and what one would it be? Let's see. There's a thing we got recently that was like, it feels... warm and tingly to the touch. I have no idea. Would it be this Tenebrin cloak? No. I have to now look at every one of these damn things. Oh, I bet the Amphibian Talon is the two fingies. You must press the tip of the talon against her cheekbone to the point of drawing blood. This might be an Amphibian Talon that we just got. Let's learn about it. Are they real severed fingers? Surely not. A golden ring. Hard and worryingly sharp. Hard and somewhat rough. Leathery fingers. Nothing to mark on the smells. This makes me feel uneasy. I don't like it. This might be the Talon thing. Amphibian Talon. Weird that this guy had this in his house. Trey weird. I need to find out the name of that item that tingles. So now I have to look at every single thing, I guess. Let's start with the ecumenical. Have you been today, Juan? I hope you had a good Friday. Hopefully the week is wrapping up well for you all. Okay. Light and shadow, guilt and shame. Cusick purifier. Small topaz gemstone known as the Eye, which is placed in a strong smelling liquid. Small tokens such as rings or amulets submerged in liquid and left for a full cycle of the moon are cleansed of imbued curses or hexes. Of course, there's a limit to the effectiveness of the process. The basilisk scales don't offer protection against basilisks. The Elva stone can relieve the discomfort of Braxis or burning blood. Okay. The ethereal key. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. Gemstones of the night power the concealment charm. So there's a gemstone of the night and a gemstone of the light in this freaking thing. I'm seeing if this thing opens anything or reveals anything. Do it. Oh, cursed objects. At the ready. This is an ethereal key also. Ethereal key, baby. Hell yeah, let's go. That's awesome. This stuff is a little spooky. Hold on. That just shifted. So this is some sort of compass that points to things. And it's pointing to this guy. For sure. Okay, and it's pointing to more stuff. Okay, I have a compass. I know there was something about a compass in this. We're gonna get back to... Don't let me forget about the rain making things tingly. That's a resonance compass, though. It points towards nearby resonant objects. The only objects that can be detected this way. Resonant objects are both prized by thaumaturgists and those who collect occult curiosities. Okay, so it's pointing towards this thing. For sure. And then on this side, it's pointing towards this thing. This thing. Okay, so we have two more resonant objects. This thing and this thing. Whoa, wicked, wicked, wicked. Cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna make just a resonant object shelf. Do I dare bring any of this? Since this stuff was locked up, I think I should just put this stuff over here. Because, like, what if this stuff could get out and be bad? You know? What if it's, like, evil objects? You don't know. I notice myself becoming drained of energy as I handle this object. It smells of linseed. It's rough. It appears to be made from hand-carved wood. Whereas our resonance thing is gold. It has intricate detailing. No smell. No vibes. Nothing to remark about this bird head. Let's see here. You're fine. Nothing to do after a little stressful week. Hopefully you can just, like, relax. Maybe play some games. Any games out right now that interest you on? You're the one who's always finding cool games for us, telling us about the cool releases. Hard but smooth. This is a textured stone. And this is probably like gold. Clay and gold. Kind of kintsugi. Interesting. Bronze, wood, and gold. So this very much looks like... I mean, it looks like this thing. The little cat mask symbol. Smooth, raised detailing, smooth, and textured. No smell or sounds, nothing like that. Nothing to remark on the vibes of this. Looks like a protection charm. Linseed oil is what is traditionally used to prepare cricket bats. Therefore, you conclude that little idol is great for hitting balls around. You're probably right about that. A hinged panel. An engraved symbol. Let's see what this symbol is. Let's see. Big diamond, little diamond. Hypnosis. A little warning on that one. Hypnosis. Cool. I think our boss is going to be pretty mad that I'm doinking around with this stuff. This looks a lot like... What the Iosaurus is. Heart chamber? Looks like a heart chamber. See that? Right there. That's a heart chamber, I think. There was a vast skull in the catacomb said to belong to the beast Blenthkara. Holgar's followers believed that when he slew it, he trapped his soul along with his power, an item known as the Wraith Chamber, or the Heart Chamber. Heart chambers are based on this mythological object, but they have morphed over time as a way to keep those dear to us close to our heart after death. So I think this might be a heart chamber. I'll put that as question mark. Heart chamber? Maybe? Big Diamond, Little Diamond is the name of your Big Trouble in Little China themed King Diamond cover band. How intricate, Manny. Look at these. These are interesting symbols. Engraved symbols. It's rough and pitted. And it's limestone. Weird. And this thing has bad vibes. What is this symbol? A triangle with a line going down it. What direction is the triangle facing? Triangle's pointing down. Line going through it. Well, that's no good. Triangle with a line going down it. Maybe it's part of a witch sign? Look at this daggum thing again. Yeah, interesting. Don't know if I can spot a sign like that. Oh, weakness. It's weakness. I'm putting it in red because it says I can feel drained of energy when I handle this object. That's very strange. Also, this guy's new and he looks weird as hell. It's like a little person. Big diamond, little diamond, cardboard box. That's how you like learn tutting, right? You see in Steam 2 games that released today. How about that? Very cool. What games? Rough little guy carved out of wood. Oh, white paint. Okay. What is this symbol? It looks like fire or something in Japanese. Confusion. I'll put that in red as well. Because that seems kind of weird. Seems kind of weird to... I mean, this is the might be bad thing shelf, so... What about that symbol? It's like a fancy little H. Paralysis? Come on now. Why do we even have this stuff? I'm just going to put a red label on this one. Probably bad. Any damn thing over here is probably bad. Jesus. There's no way I can lock this thing back up, huh? I'm gonna put you with the bad vibes items. Because you give us bad feelings. Okay, now back to seeing if stuff is warm and tingly. If anything's warm and tingly, it's importante. Smooth and ridged, bronze. A strong sense of being watched. That's the paranoia thing. Oh yeah, what was in here? This thing, and I gotta find some weird thing to put it in. I don't know nothing about this. We have to start at the very beginning and find out which of these items it says if it's like a rainy day it'll tingle. Yes, exactly, Shade. Exactly. That's what we're working on right now. Hello, Justin Blue. How you doing today? And Juan says, release notes. Today was released Hotel Barcelona. That was by Suda51 and Swery. 365 or something like that. You wouldn't worry about stuff like that, Jovial. Everyone needs the ability to lay a black curse upon someone now and then. If only, honestly, if only. Be great. Just whip one of those out. It's good to see you, Jovial. Hotel Barcelona looks really cool, Juan. And it's made partially by the creator of Deadly Premonition and the creator of another wacky series of games. So the early access of Stario Haven Tower is a city builder, but vertically, tower-wise. That sounds kind of cool. We need rain. We need tingly rain things. Hearing charms. Our chambers. Wolf song. Horned shackles. Hunter's boons. Lamb siphon. It reverses the effects of the black heart curse. This room was made using a dried seed pod of a sheep snap plant. A lead heart? No. Moonstone Guardian? No. Ossic Ring, Resonant Compass. There's gotta be something here that says, like, it will tingle when it rains. Suda51 did No More Heroes, Lollipop Chainsaw, and your personal favorite, Killer 7. That's right, that's right. Yes, our Hotel Barcelona seems really cool. Sextrum. Shield Charm. The Shimmer. The Shin. Made of a boat. Silent Breath, we've already ID'd. Okay, hold up. It says... Oh, this looks like a plant, maybe. Older Scythian charms are carved out of wood The more powerful designs make use of planetary metals. No two are identical. They're used by horticulturists to encourage stubborn plants to thrive. They change with the weather. It's usually quite cold, but warm and tingly. Okay. What is planetary metal? I don't know what that is. Okay, sometimes they're carved out of wood, but powerful designs use planetary metals. I don't know what a planetary metal is. Let's find it out. Also, I have to put my necklace back together because I keep playing with it. Okay, it's magnetic, so it's able to be rearranged. Okay, like so. Okay. Let's see what planetary metal is. That's interesting, though. It could cause our plants to grow. Planetary metal. Okay, gold, silver, planetary metals, gold, silver, mercury, copper, iron, tin, and lead, or wood. Girl, that's all of them. But it will change with the weather. It's usually cold, but it can be warm and tingly when it is raining. And since it is raining, we need to see if there's anything here that makes us feel warm and tingly. Actually, this. Okay, nothing about it being warm and tingly. Move. Where's my bruise? Are you warm and tingly? My heart feels lighter. That ain't warm and tingly, though. I shall find the tingles. Oh, I think we should also put this down. There you go. Okay, any of you warm and tingly? Weathered, raised detailing. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Howdy. Nothing to remark. Hard and cool. Get back here. Raised detailing, smooth. Nothing to remark. I already know that these aren't the Tenebrine cloaks, so I need to get that out of there. Because the item next to it is the Tenebrine cloak. So this can go back with the weird hands. Okay. Warm and tingly. Warm and vibrating with energy. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. Let's put it next to this thing. This might be it. This could be a Scythian charm. I'll put all my plants next to the Scythian charm. Get over here, plant. And if this thing grows tomorrow, we'll know it is a Scythian charm. Scythian charm. Okay, cool. The concept of planetary metals is an alchemist thing. Okay, I thought it was like, is it in the planet or does it come from outer space? Like, my silly self was thinking it was something like that. Okay. Shall we pet the kitty cat? Yeah. Helena Appleton. I can never get any peace in my house. When am I to find time to do my writing? I've tried beeswax, but that makes my ears sore, and besides, I can still hear all the shouting and banging at all hours. I heard you might be able to help me. I need something that muffles sounds. And I think that'll be St. John's Anvil. Here's a simple cheat sheet. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I bet that's in this thing too. In our like lunar stuff or whatever it is. Jupiter rules tin? Who would have thought? How about that? That's kind of cool. Okay, I think this is the St. John's Anvil. Now, if I gave her the bat charm, that would have amplified the sounds. That would have been terrible. The leaves in the design are similar to the leaves in the sketch of the plants. Oh, I didn't even notice. Close inspection reveals that it does indeed muffle sounds. Yeah. Now we know about Gray's Grace, worn as a pendant to dispel melancholy. They share the design of a shadow catcher. Interesting. Oh, I have seen an object that looks a lot like that. And this one says, my heart feels lighter. The shadow catcher has a similar thing, so this I think is that thing we just got a page for. Whatever it was just called. Oh, crap. Well, hold on now. Maybe it didn't update. First, we have to make sure that we know this is definitely a St. John's anvil. There we go. We are right about that. Excellent. You're guessing planetary metals wouldn't include alloys, which are mixtures of other metals like steel, bronze, and brass. You're right about that. You're so right about that, Hexen. Right. You always keep alchemy references on you because almost every game and story with even the lightest occult themes will reference something from alchemy. So true, Manny. I should learn a lot from this game about that stuff, probably. Scythian charm, was that the thing? No. Okay, let's see. What's looking new here? I think it was Gray's Grace. Word is a pendant to dispel melancholy. They share the design of a shadow catcher. I think this is a Gray's Grace. So Gray's Grace. Which is in contrast to Gray's Anatomy. We'll pet the cat again for good luck. Okay. Baron Potter is here. You must be the thaumaturge's apprentice. I bet he's a hard man to work under. He's helped me out more than once in the past, though. And speaking of the past, my eye has been aching again lately. That can't be a good sign. I'd be willing to make a fair trade for an Elvis stone if you have one. Okay, I think Elvis's stone is this. Where did it go? I think this is the Elva stone. Let's read up. So it says it can cure uncomfortable ailments. It has items with a Selenic discipline also is reflected in their design. So this is very Selenic to me, and I think this is a moonstone. It's a pinkish gemstone. So I think that is the Selenic one. Moonstone, yeah. I think I'm right about this. I'm fairly confident, honestly, that this is a gag. I'm honestly shocked this isn't it. Gagatarandra, which I don't know. So this is not an Elva stone. Let's look for some more Selenic stones, I guess. Oh my god, I can't believe me, the god gamer who gets every item identification correct, just got something wrong. Girl, that's the only Selenic stone. And this is an ethereal key, so I need something with moonstone in it. Oh. Well, that's an Elva stone. Let's read it. You relieve discomfort caused by ailments. The planetary metal. Oh, planetary metal. Is the metal, which is silver. Whoops. That's a big boo-boo for me. This one might be our Elva stone. Let me just drop this sucker right here. Oh, I feel like a total dope that I didn't get that. It's not this one, even though it looks like a moon. I don't think that's right. I think it's going to be this guy. Can't believe I screwed it up the first time. An Elva stone. Not confused with the Elvis stone, which is the sequin. Yeah. Or a rhinestone. Speaking of thaumaturgy, you should fire up the thaumaturgist. You got it from the monthly Humble Bottle. I heard decent things about it. I've never heard of this before, Manny. And Snake says, speaking of which, did y'all hear they finally managed to turn a lead molecule into gold with the Hadron Collider? That's wild. I had no idea. Is that... Do we need that? I mean, I guess maybe. Ta-dam. Got a weird item. That thing looks cool. Okay, so now we know this is an Elva stone. Elva stone. I'm gonna keep it with the other, like, thaumaturgically resonant stuff. Now that we know these items are resonant, it says all atomic objects produce a field. Though invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing the object over a thaumic lens. All fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them. I don't know what that is. A thaumic lens. Well, hold up. The thing in this thing looks like that. So let's take this thing and see if it produces some kind of... You produce a thing. Oh, maybe this is incomplete because I haven't put all the little tokens in it. I need more tokens, I think. Okay. We got this thing. It's gold with blue gemstones and a silver ring. It's cool and warm. Logan puppy. No smell or sound to it. No vibes to it. Okay. You go over here, I think. Strange. It was completely useless because it was only a single molecule, right? But it is cool we finally managed to do this thing that we said that we could. Just to say that we could do it, right? Who would have thought all you need to perform alchemy was a 5-mile-long particle accelerator, right? Who would have thought? And that's all you need, right? It's not magic. It's an extraordinarily long tunnel. So you can spit a bunch of atoms at each other. I see. I've been doing some reading. See what you make of this. Okay. Amphra. These items cause mental fog, a withering of intellect and thought. They're slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effect. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eyes to turn black and the subject to become deeply disoriented. They produce a noxic field. The fisherman they found yesterday had been up at Wyatt Beck, so I'm going to see if I can find anything out there. Here I go again, sticking my nose into trouble because I don't seem to be able to listen to that part of me that goes, go put the kettle on and let someone else deal with it for a change. Hi, David. Good to see you as well. So that is a good game, right? Okay. It's bloody-minded arrogance to follow that thought up with, but there isn't anyone else. But here we are, and here I am. Fields. They would do it all wrong anyway. Okay. Good luck with that, girlie. Now, we just learned about an Ambra. They cause a withering of intellect and thought. They're slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effects. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eyes to turn black. They produce a noxic field. Remember this thing said it feels like... Well, there's no vibes to this one. This one makes you feel drained of energy, but it's like a more of a totem of weakness than it is like fog, I feel. Love the music in this game. Oh, it's called The Thaumaturge, huh? You really enjoyed it, one. How about that? Arctic feel. Might have this kind of particular set of little circles and such on it, but I wrote probably bad on this. Trying to imagine why I wrote that. Oh, because it was all locked up. That's right. Okay. I'm like, it's a bird. It's probably bad. Interesting. I don't think we have any items that we could identify positively as being like that thing, you know? That make one weak. Or foggy. No vibes to this one. No vibes to that one. No vibes on this one. No vibes on the creepy hand. No vibes on the eyeball. Watch that bird skull be like the vessel to commune with God or something. Yeah, who knows? It could be like extremely good. I have no idea. Okay. Let's tend to our next person. Francis Mason. I've been wearing a pendant that I found in the library and it does something to me. Okay. It gives me an appetite for reading that I cannot control. I lost it at the library for 3 days without eating or sleeping before I managed to take the... Oh, I was lost in the library for 3 days without eating or sleeping before I managed to take the pendant off and escape. That's scary. It is rather pretty, though. Someone told me I need a Cossack purifier, and this is the place to get one. Yeah, let me just cuss up a purification thing for you. Okay, it's a small topaz gemstone known as the Eye, which is placed in a strong-smelling liquid, usually some potent barley spirit or vinegar. Now, we do have vinegar. Small tokens such as rings or amulets submerged in the liquid and left for a full cycle of a moon are cleansed. So I have to put her thing in some vinegar. Hold on. Is it just giving her vinegar? Well, I need to get topaz and the vinegar. I can't just give her straight up vinegar. Okay. Okay, wait, it's already in there. It says, when I shake the bottle, it rattles. So, this is the Cossack purifier. Okay, I didn't know if in Strange Horticulture, you can make potions and stuff. So I didn't know if that was something we could do too. Okay, it's a turn-based game in Varsovia in the time of the Russian Empire. Fascinating. Check it out on Steam. You might have to pick up the Thaumaturge too. It seems like the kind of RPG you've been looking for. Oh yeah, I got my forehead fully exposed. I am thonking right now. Later you'll put a special video of the game in third person on Discord. That's exciting. Sounds cool. Alright, we got the Purifying Cusses thing. And a Valent. The holes in the Valent are of roughly equal size and spacing. They're used by the adventurers to help them find their way. A curious pulse can be felt where its power concentrates. I want to look at that. So that's V for Valek. Valent, sorry. Curious pulse where its power concentrates. I have to write that this is a Cossack purifier. Cool. Nailed it. Make potions? Sounds like witchcraft to you. It surely was. It was fun. Okay. So, a Valent. The holes are of equal size and equal spacing. They're used by the adventurers to help them find their way around. Curious pulse can be felt where its power concentrates. I feel like it might be this thing. Curious pulse. Let's take this thing down here and grab the map. Undermere? Can I look at it with the thing? I can't, it seems. Dagnabbit, get out of here. Get out of here, map. Damn it. Okay, here we go, here we go. I got it. Oh, this looks like a circle here. Anything else looks like that's a circle there. It'd be interesting if there's like any circular stuff. Upon putting this there, it like spells out a word or something like that. Something is revealed. But I don't think this is our thing. I don't think this will be our guy. Okay, return. Hi, Riggs. Good to see you. How are you doing today? I am trying to figure out if I have a certain item that was just described to us. There's something called like a valent. The holes in the valent are of equal spacing and size. They're used by the adventurers to help them find their way. A curious pulse can be felt where its power concentrates. Isn't that interesting? Cosmic Purifier is the name of your non-sweary Christian new metal band. Is that so? You are in so many bands. Good afternoon, Emma. It's good to see you. I should also make sure I'm watching to see when the ad break runs. Okay. You're trying your nerves in Silent Hill. How scary is it? What is it we've got here? So this is a fascinating kind of puzzle sort of detection game, I guess, where you are the assistant to like an alchemist, a thaumaturge. And in this shop are a bunch of unlabeled items that he has for like sale for folks. Like they borrow it and then they bring it back, things like that. And just judging by the characteristics that are described in this reference book, you're supposed to be able to like identify objects for folks. Like they'll come in and say like, my eye's hurting. Do you have something for that? Or I feel really guilty. Do you have something for that? Or I like this necklace a lot, but I think it has a curse on it. Can you help me with that? Stuff like that. Or sometimes they'll bring in an item and be like, I don't know what this is, but you can have it. And then it's like, oh, that's a good luck charmer. Oh, that's a totem of confusion or something like that. So it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Also, I think I'm done with my Pikachu onesie for now. Definitely has been at least an hour of Pikachu onesie. So there's been one section that kind of got to you. The 2 remake has been the most unselling so far, but you're still fairly early in. I see. So I feel like, okay. Thanks, Swan. All right. Got 1 arm free. All right. Thanks, Twafa. Okay, I guess we're covered for the next 2 hours. Up until 8 o'clock. Want to beat you to it? Oh, there's that. Workout. Yeah, I shouldn't have worn a nice dress today. I got all gussied up for the show, and then I was like, I just re-enabled the Pikachu onesie. There's no way anyone's going to see this dress today. No way in hell. It's okay. I got to show it off at the start of the show, so thank you for everybody for redeeming the Pikachu onesie. You just got home from a fun day of pour painting and decoupaging. You pulled a cigar box apart and took the hardware off, and then decoupaged them with pretty paper. And after you finish sealing them with Mod Podge, next week you're going to glue recycled wine corks to the inside to turn them into cork boards that you can pin your earrings to. I'm excited for that. I think it's going to be spectacular, Emma. You don't think anything will ever top Silent Hill 2, but F is still looking to be up there with the greats. I hope you have a ton of fun with it, Riggs. A curious pulse. And I thought it might be this thing. So I'm trying to find out, like, I get the name of something. And then I look at the stuff that I have to see if it has anything to do with it. Now, this is like a resonance detector. And I'm shocked I didn't write that down. Detector. Okay. Shocked I didn't write that down. That should be under R. I'm a good sport at least, right? This is a resonance compass. It points towards nearby objects. Objects that can be detected only in this way. Resonant objects are prized by those who collect occult curiosities and thaumaturges. I put the items that are resonant on this shelf. Right here. Some of them might be bad, honestly. Thinking if anything, so we have to have an object with holes in it. I was thinking it'd be this one or this one. We can try this one next. Anything else have holes in it? Oh, this could be it too. That might be interesting. It vibrates, so... Well, I mean, it hovers. I don't know if it vibrates. It's gonna be hard to top Silent Hill 2. Yeah, objects of power. Exactly. That's kind of what they are. Objects with this, like... They have, like, a kind of... Oh my goodness. Alright, position 1, Tiny. Position 1. I think I have to change it for myself. Cella is, like... Speaking of things that vibrate, Cella is just vibrating like cuckoo maluka right now. Okay. Here she is. Why are you shaking, little bit of babies? Okay. Hello. Here she is, just being a big old babies.
Beasts all over the shop.
Whoa, Lumpy! Whoa! Thank you so much, Lumpy, for giving out 10 subs.
Beasts all over the shop.
Stella,
You'll be one of
what do you think about that?
sooner or later.
Gotta give Stella some booty pats. Thank you so much, Lumpy, for gifting those subs out. So it looks like JD Brechtel got a sub. SCE to Ox, Zetso, Hogloom, Jazz, Z's Library, Majin Sean, Developer, Scrents, and Mr. Mango Seer, as well as Harambo and Three-Tailed Fox. Please enjoy your gift subs, everybody. Thank you so much, Lumpy. I'm gonna ask my mom what the name of what the exact address of the P.O. box is. And then I think I'll call up the post office and say, like, can you guys check to see if this P.O. box got something meant for me? They had used an old address. So we'll see. Oh. You see it? Like, why is she trembling so much? She's so silly. Okay. Position 3, Tiny. Petition 3. Position 3. Alright, fine. I have to click on it myself. Dadgum, this little guy. Thank you so much, Lumpy. That is so kind of you. She's so cute. I know. She just sits here and she looks at me and she's like, why aren't you giving me treats right now? You are so very kind, Lumpy. Is there anything I can... Lumpy, would you like me to pull a card to celebrate all those gift subs? Because I have a whole bunch of decks and stuff. I'm enough? Okay. Thank you so much, Lumpy. It means a lot to me. I really do appreciate it. And I hope everyone enjoys their gift subs, their ad-free viewing, all that good stuff. I didn't know that Valorant was chipping in stuff this September too. I used to live in a small town where you had to have a P.O. box. They didn't do mail delivery at all. That is wild, Emma. That is real small town stuff. I think I was looking at this object. Let's see if this one has the holes that help us, like, find stuff. Line up with it. Does this vibrate anywhere? No, I want my weird object on it. Okay. Dang it. No, I want my object. You forgot Valorant was a thing? A lot of folks love Valorant. Well, perhaps you truly haven't found the item yet that has the holes that vibrates. I guess. Could be any one of these 3 holy items. There's about 1,500 people there when you lived there. That is small town, huh? Yeah. This is a mysterious object made of shiny, unnatural material. An odd, high-end, but high-pitched noise issues from it when squeezed. It seems to have a strange power to allure dogs, right? Oh. I feel like she just put a ball next to my butt. There's nothing there. Very scary. You're a bit behind on the competitive FPS games. I think a lot of folks still like and play Valorant. But I don't know if it's... I think there's just so many of those games out there that maybe it's not always, like, front of mind, you know? Oh, Simone Green. She was from the previous game. I've been working on something that you might find interesting. Did you know that did you know that no one knows who built Strange Antiquities? It's very old. Perhaps the oldest building in Undermere, according to some accounts. Even Eli doesn't know all of its secrets. I've been decoding a journal that he found. It's slow work, but I've recently made a bit of a breakthrough. Have you discovered the plinths below the counter? Yeah. I learned that they can be used to access the shop's hidden depths. And this journal holds one of the keys. Oh my god! Hand it over! Here's something I discovered late last night. See what you make of it. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Hand it over, please. Alcove key, horn shackle, evocant, then a moon something. The writing is dense and spidery, so it's not easy to decipher. Horn shackle, evocant, and then a moon something. Okay. Moonstone guardian, maybe? A comforting guardian. Okay, I'm gonna bet this is a moonstone guardian. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Horn shackle. An evocant. And then a moon something. So this may not be the moon something that I thought it was. Moonstone Guardian, I think it was called. Moonstone Guardian. For the banishment of Hobbs, fear, and Noctic Slate. The comforting guardian. This is a Sonic totem. Whoa! Hell yeah! Give me all this stuff! Whoa! Whoa! I got cups! I got cups now. Holy crap, I got hella cups. I'm thrilled. Dog ball in the butt is like when you think your phone is vibrating in your pocket, you have a phantom dog ball. So you don't really have all the mental bandwidth. Oh, by the way, the ad breaks are soon, folks. Just want to let you know. The last week of September, Valorant is giving away at least 1 gift sub for every 5 gift subs. Interesting. That's kind of cool. You never played Apex, Fortnite, or Valorant. I forgot about Apex. Jeez. Yeah, I don't play those because I get first-person sickness, so. Kind of want to try Fortnite, but more for the side stuff. Oh, yeah. Well, that game has everything now. You did buy a PDP Riff Master. What is that? What is that? What's a PDP Riff Master? But then you never try the Fortnite festival. Okay. See a lot of people playing Valorant, but a few weeks notice as Valorant lost 8 million players. Whoa, that's wild. That's a lot of players dropping off. Played Valorant for a year and you regret it? Really? And Apex is nearly dead? That's a surprise. You were super into Apex until you realized you just missed Titanfall. Oh, I see. Well, this was wild. We have solved this note, so you can put this in our archive. That's fascinating. Let's see what these cups are. Engraved detailing, hard and somewhat rough. It has a sharp aroma. Wood oak, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Interesting. And then it's your remark. Is it a sharp aroma? It's hard and somewhat rough. Wood. No idea what kind of wood. Just wood. Oop, not that. And this almost has like the Aries thing engraved on it. It's wood, but these are dark purple gemstones. Rough, but the gemstones have an uneven texture. Sharp odor. Oh, a strong odor. Sharp, but not entirely unpleasant. I have nothing to remark about it. Fascinating. And we also got these things and this thing. No vibes. It has a pleasant scent that reminds me of the forest. Hard and cool. Rough. Polished. And it is a green gemstone and yew wood. And then polished wood. We also got a bunch more of these little tablet doodads. I don't know what the arrangement for these should be. I'm just gonna slam them where I see them. So, is dog hair in my mouth? Ew. Don't get a dog, folks. They'll put hair all over everywhere, and it's upsetting. They'll just do that. Let me put all my weird cups down here. Here we go. We got my weird cup collection now. Oh, you made some Asian-inspired earrings this weekend. Interesting. These are pretty cool, Emma. I like the beads in that little dragonfly one. That's cool. And then there's also that kind of like windsail fish charm next to it. That's pretty cool. I was worried when you said Asian-inspired. I was like, uh-oh. What are we getting into here? But these are very tastefully done. What was the inspiration? What did you draw inspiration from when you were creating these? Riffmaster is a new guitar controller. Okay, so you'd be able to play Guitar Hero in Fortnite, I'm sure, for that. You use it to play Clone Hero, though. Okay. Multiplayer games don't really hold your attention. They get either really dull or super sweaty. You experience that with Marvel Rivals, I bet. Yeah. Co-op multiplayers like Helldivers and stuff are the only ones that keep your interest these days. Stuff that you can play with folks that you know, right? You put these things that might be that one like thing with the holes that helps you find stuff. I'm gonna put that over there. Also, I put these two together because they're like hearing related. Let's get a new person. Mr. Jim Wolf. After years of working in a thundering mill, I'm afraid I'm quite deaf now. That is so funny that I just pulled these two hearing things. I've tried St. John's Poppy, but I'm looking for a more permanent solution. I would love to be able to hear my niece's laughter. I think it's this little bad thing. That's so funny. I literally just put those two hearing things together. Hell yes. And we've learned about the Veiled Fen. It's brightly colored in the light, but it clouds over after a short period in total darkness. We use to command attention from individuals or small groups of people. Public speakers sometimes use them as a substitute for charisma. So it's brightly colored in the light, but clouds over after a short period of total darkness. Hold up. Let me see if that thing gets cloudy. And we're going to see if these plants grow like crazy, because I think this is the Scythian charm. Do we have anything that's like kind of cloudy? But if I put it near the light, it would start glowing a lot or something. Maybe this thing? Scythian charm. You've been watching a woodblock artist who lives in Tokyo, and you've recently read The Poppy War and She Who Became the Sun. So you've been consuming a lot of Asian culture lately. I see. Interesting, Emma. That's cool. So you've kind of taken some of those fun ideas and you're putting them in your artistry. That's cool. I haven't read The Poppy War. They look cloudy over here. I mean, I know what that is. I don't think I have anything else that might be like dull after it's in the darkness. So we'll move the day forward and see if this thing is dark after I've put it in like behind this door. That would be really interesting. You know. Oh, and this is the guise of Lillian. We can put that in caps. Okay, anything else that's like could be dull and then it gets brighter or something? We'll check out on the plants and that one object. At camp that night, one of the pair had awoken with a pain in his left eye. Oh, interesting. He was alert to the threat at once, recognizing two things at the same time. A part of his mind was not his own, and two, the casket wanted to be opened. Interesting. This might be about, this, I think, is about the owner of this store and that guy with the eye patch. I think they had gotten a little coffin that had a magical object in it. An object that has cursed both of them. Oh. Wow, this is a wild shape right here. Oh, it's like a person. Oh, it's a pointing woman. The maiden in the tower points away. I am buried among the trees. Gotta look outside for that one. Lady Jewelry is African and Bohemian inspired as well, but you've always made sure not to appropriate, right? No making anything that's holy and sacred. Smart move. Smart move. The lady in the tower points the way. Let's look over here. There's a Hardwick Tower. Lady in the tower? Lady in the tower. There's Golfrey's Tower. That would be 22. The lady in the tower points the way. I am buried among the trees. Oh, interesting. See if there's any other towers. The lady is Golfrey's Tower. I'm feeling if I go to Golfrey's Tower, that's not going to be a good idea. Sometimes when you go places just out of the blue, the game will be like, I shouldn't have come here, and you lose some of your sanity. So it might be a tower, because this guy's got several towers as well. Let's learn about some of the symbology. Is there any symbology for, like, the lady in the tower? Perhaps there's symbology for, like, women or something? Symbology for women sounds like a horrible book. Let's see. Did I miss something? Anything for ladies? I guess not. Probably for the best. Yeah, this mentions no symbols for ladies, so except for witches. But I don't know if that's a gender thing. The lady in the tower points the way. I am buried in the trees. I'm betting it's here. The lady in the tower points the way. It's the only tower we know of is Golfrey's Tower. I'm not even sure you might be able to see this. Hopefully you can. Golfrey's Tower right up here? Yeah, I don't think I'm covering this. There you go. Golfrey's Tower. The lady in the tower points the way. I am hidden in the trees. I mean, this tower... I kind of just want to click on it. Let's see how sane I am. I'm perfectly sane right now. This is the perfect time to go click on stuff that might drive me crazy. I climb the narrow winding stair to the top of the tower and I'm rewarded with views across Lake Undermere. I'm not alone in the tower. Standing in the center of the circular platform is a statue of a young woman, the maiden. Her outstretched arms point due east across the rooftops of Undermere and beyond. Okay. Well, so it was good to go there. I didn't lose my mind. However, probably here, the mossy wood. That's due east. Boom. Your cat is a menace to society. You're eating some Doritos and he keeps getting up all in your face and trying to see what you're eating, meowing incessantly. You finally open your mouth wide to show him what's inside. He sticks his snout in your mouth and ate your burrito. It's time to bite the cat. What's the silliest thing that would get its Tina canceled? You think if we found out you just had walkthroughs up until this point, oh my god, that would be so wild. I let you all know when I'm pulling up a walkthrough, and you'll know because I'm looking over here. If I'm ever like doing this, I look here for you guys, and if I'm looking up something for like look outside, you'll hear me tappa 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 and like looking over there for stuff. You'll know. I have no shame about looking up a walkthrough these days. I gotta tell you, no shame. It would be a good April Fool's Day bit. That would be so funny. Do you think it would get me canceled? I don't know. I think many of you would be disappointed in me. And I think that would be kind of worse, probably. 25-minute YouTube apology video. I did a fake apology moment and people said, please stop. That's making me feel really sad. Years ago, I was like, I'm sorry. I said I would eat 3 crackers and I ate 4. And everyone's like, you sound so sad. Please don't do this to me. So... Can't believe Tina started a ritual. Oh, Stella started a ritual to turn Tina's microphone into pork taco meat. Yeah, she would, honestly. You don't think anyone would care? I don't know. I feel like maybe it would feel a little bad. I'm not sure. We'll find out oh my god, imagine that. If I've been a billionaire this whole time. And I'm like, that would be a good reason to cancel me. Yeah. No, you all have seen my kitchen. I think you know this is no mansion. If I have butlers and maids. Yeah, that's what my brother and mom are. They're paid actors. That would be wild. You knock the rest of your snack bag over. Maybe he's helping with portion control, Emma. I don't know. I don't think you need that, though. Eating expired food because I'm some sort of like weirdo. I have a weirdo expired food fetish. That's why I'm eating all this stuff. Yeah, that would be wild. No, sadly, it is just the reality. That's a good thing to cancel me over, though. I find what I'm looking for in a small cavity, caved into a sturdy oak tree. I look around, half expecting to see someone, but there's no one there. Take my prize and leave, feeling my mood lifted by the smell of damp moss and the gentle rush of wind through the treetops. Yo, this looks like that helpful thing. This looks like that thing. Iron. Gold. Pale yellow orange, an orange gemstone, and a turquoise gemstone. It's pitted. Stones are cool. Okay. No smells or sounds. No vibes, but I'm telling you this thing must be used. Wait, hold up. Can you like combine some of this stuff? I'm putting stuff with holes in it next to each other. Yeah, what if I was LARPing, just role-playing at being poor? That would be very upsetting. How much could a banana cost? $10? That would be a wild turn of events. That would definitely... I would encourage that canceling me if that was the case. I walked up the beck a mile or so in the cold and wet yesterday and found a section with a handful of dead fish floating in it. Belly up and blackened they were. Yay, we didn't lose our minds! I love not losing my mind, Hades. I'm not sure what to make of it, but I don't like it. I'm on my way to Calgarth Hall now. I spoke to Dr. Robinson earlier, and she said the 2 women that they found are still in the same state as the others, in a trance with their eyes all black. Before I go, Anna Bryant asked me to drop this off. Watch in a year's time we'll have $10 bananas in the States. I hope not. Ooh, a note. Okay. You're watching Schitt's Creek lately. You love the concept of millionaires suddenly having to live in a poor town, right? Oh my god! It's 6:30! Manny, thank you for reminding me that my dog is turning into bones because I gotta go feed my dog. It's 6:30. I'm just so into this game. I'm so sorry. I'm having such a good time talking to you all and thinking about the ways in which I could get canceled in silly ways. I know. Not the Bones D. Bones D every time. Still, you want some dinner? Oh, I could get canceled by not feeding my dog at exactly 6:30. That would be the way I go. It's time for me to feed the dog. Yeah, exactly. Let me go feed this doggy. Oh yes, I was when I was making my frittatas, one of the eggs broke into the carton, and I was like, oh, that sucks. And then I was like, wait a second, I could fry up this egg for my dog. So that is what I did. So she's gonna get a special little egg in her dinner tonight. She can't even sit up. She's so hungry. She's licking her foot. Oh my god, dog pushed to the point of starvation, eating its own foot. Stella, what are you doing, girl? You want some dinner? Go down, see. She's like, too busy. I'm sorry, I'm giving up my leg. I'm eating my leg. Come on, girl. Come. Yeah, there you are. Okay. Let's go downstairs and feed this dog. I'll see you all when I get back. Okay. With that, I'm back from the break. I love thrifting so much, Jackie. Love it so much. Think about it all the time. And I actually watch a few folks on YouTube that do thrifting stuff. So I think it's so much fun. Yay, thrifting! It's good to see you, Magresta. I'm very excited because in October is when the charity thrift opens up. It's only like open on the weekend, so I'm excited to go with Mom. And already we've crossed off some things on our list, like the purses. But it's good to keep a list on your phone in your notes app of like stuff you want to get, like a pink sweater or a brown trench coat or like brown suede boots or something like that. It's always good to keep a list of things that you'd like because you never know. Like you might find something and then forget that you wanted something like that and be like, oh dang, forgot I wanted this like Baltimore Aquarium t-shirt or whatever, Jackie, I know you're a fan of lists. I remember you and Miss were making lists for Stardew Valley, So this is Strange Antiquities, and I was having so much fun with this game, I almost forgot to feed my dog. Whoops. Thank you for reminding me. So we are given certain objects. We have to identify what those objects are, or sometimes we already have the objects, but some folks give us pages of a book of information about these magical objects. And so they'll come in and say, like, my eye's hurting. Do you have anything for that? Or like, I think this necklace is cursed. Can you help me with it? We'll give them what they need. So we just got a note from Anna Bryant. It says, when we were kids, we used to explore an abandoned house on the lakefront. We'd take a boat out to the northern tip of Naylor Island and row across from there. You know the one I'm talking about. Second from the left in the row of 4. Okay. Abandoned house. Found myself outside its door 3 days ago and I went inside for old time's sake. I wish I hadn't. It always had an ominous feel to it. It's taken me the last 3 days to summon the courage to write this letter, but I think it's better you see for yourself what's out there. Yours in faith, Anna Bryant. Oof. Okay, let's take a look at it then. Okay, so there's Naylor Island. Out to the northern tip. And row across from there. Second from left in the row of 4. It must be this house. It's not exactly what I was expecting to find. Anna's letter was quite vague after all, but I certainly wasn't prepared for this. Oh, hold on. Let me allow this. She briefly got turned into Bones D, but it got better. She got better, thankfully, yeah. Are there good items to pack around? I mean, there's a ton of good items in the game. There's some like haunted curse stuff, but there's great items in the game. Also, my nose is dripping. You're popping in to say hi. Hi, KB Garcia. Enjoy your dinner. I gotta blow my nose really quickly because my nose is drippy. I've been trying to use a handkerchief lately, and of course this one has cute floral stuff on it. It's very cute. I almost don't want to blow my nose into it. But I did. Making sure it's not dripping. Isn't it cute? Found it in the basement. My mom loves cute linens, so if I can get some use out of it, I think it's great. Okay, in an alcove of the house, peering out from loose mortar and crumbling brick is a macabre shrine of sorts. The skull of a stag is mounted above the opening, its antlers smeared with dark red substance, and large melted candles pool out onto the wooden floor on either side. In the center of the altar is a small iron chest rusted and fused to the floor. It's clear that it's been here for a long time. I don't see a hinge or a keyhole or any way of opening it all, but after a while I notice an inscription that says simply, I open to the voice of Serenos. Gotta be. So the voice of Serenos is that thing, the torque. The chest opens to reveal a golden totem. I can't imagine who would have stashed it here or why, but it doesn't look like they're coming back for it anytime soon. Woohoo! Oh my god, it's so cute! Oh my god, look at the little baby! You heard me say my mom loves cute ladies. I think my mom loves cute ladies too. Not in the same way I love cute ladies. But my mom does love a cute thing. So, look at this cute little kitty! Oh, so cute! And our friend was like, this is scary. Warm and smooth is this thing. Is gold. I was wondering if the eyes were anything different, but so that's a moonstone. I wonder if that's a Selenic totem or something. No, we already know what a Selenic totem is. There's another thing that's like takes the form of a companion. This was at a shrine of Cernunnos, I think. So this could be an eye of Cernunnos. It's possible. Well, let's see if it has a resonance. That would be nice. Is it a Cyrene ward? No, I don't think it is that element to it. Let's flip through and see what we can find. Oh my god, I did not see the pics you posted. I must take some time to look at it right now. These are the two sisters' arts. Okay, so that's Lemuel. She looks very angelic. And this one is Exucii. Well, these characters look wild. This is really cool. Damn, they put a whole world around these folks. I like the vibe of this game. It's pretty cool, Zeph. We got a kitty! So cute! Alright, let's see if there's anything we haven't ID'd yet. The Blackheart Curse. We're gonna have to look for something that has, like, a moonstone or something in it. The lead heart is that deer thing we've seen. See, now I think this is a Moonstone Guardian. This cute ass thing has got to be a Moonstone Guardian. So I'm gonna put it on the cute ass thing shelf. This is Moonstone Guardian, I think. Takes the form of like a companion. It's got a freaking moonstone in it. You know. I thought this was a Moonstone Guardian before, but Oh, did my plants grow, by the way? I don't think they did. Did this get dull, though? I don't think it did. Interesting. There's a thing that started with a V that was supposed to like get dull when it's in the darkness and shine when it's in the lights. A valent. Nope, that is not it at all. The color in the light, but it clouds over a short period of time in total darkness. A veiled fen. Brightly colored in the lights, clouds over after a short period in total darkness. I don't think it's that. This thing is way too glowy. Brightly colored in the light. Anything else brightly? Maybe this? Brightly colored in light becomes cloudy when it's veiled darkness. Oh, maybe also this thing. What if this eye becomes cloudy? You know. That's it! Yo, I'm a genius! Oh, that's a veiled fen. Veiled Pikmin? A Pikmin with a wedding veil on, or like a mourning, like widow's veil? Okay, veiled fen. That's what this is. Not peahen. Fen. Oh my god, I feel so smart. Smart. SMRT smart. Okay. Oh, I'm ready for my next customer. Come on in, baby. I got all the veil fens you might need. I apologize if this inquisition is an imposition on your disposition. It is not my intention to bring to your attention a matter of contention. You have to stop now. I have an inclination to perform an incantation of flirtation. For your part, a leaden heart for the thalamic art. Okay, sure. Enjoy. Using index, I remind myself that Ceranos has antlers, suggesting this non-human form could be a deer. Using my weighing scales and confirm the item is heavier than it looks. We now know the Corvin's Might. Sometimes called an eagle's gift and his assassin's tool. It makes use of Wixic power. This guy needs to calm down with the rhymes, right? Do you think he's reading that off a piece of paper? Like, if I turn over this page, it's gonna have his little, like, freestyle on it? This guy single-handedly points out how annoying the English language is, right? One might say annoying, others might say poetic, but also very annoying. When the warrior queen Corvin was surrounded and close to defeat, a gift came to her from an unlikely source. With it, she turned the tide of battle, and the legend of the Bloody Queen was born. Corvin's Might, huh? Let's read about that. Oh man, she looks so cool. What the hell? It makes use of Wixic power. Let's see what stones are Wixic. Oh. Okay, so amethyst is Wixic. Bloodstone is Wixic. Amethyst, bloodstone, and topaz. Wow, frick. Amethyst, bloodstone, and topaz. Looking at all our stuff. I mean, this is bloodstone, and it's kind of got a claw to it. What was the other description of it? Also called an eagle's gift. An assassin's tool that makes use of Wixic power. Bloody Queen. Are there vibes to this? Okay. No vibes. Let's say this is the, what was it called? The Corvin something or other? Corvin's Might, maybe? Let's write it. Corvin's Might. Question mark. It might be the Corvin's Might. You think he stood outside for a few minutes rehearsing this, right? Yeah. Hey, Autobita, good to see you, by the way, today. Hope you're having a good day. So this could be Corvin's Might. There's also one other thing that strikes me as potentially Corvin's Might. It could be this as well. I'm going to check my book really quickly. Oh, not this one. The gemstone one. So topaz, bloodstone, and amethyst. That's right. And this is moonstone, if I'm not mistaken. It's a pinkish gemstone. I think that's more like... That's definitely not like topaz. This would be like amethyst, honestly. Dark purple. Okay. Got all these cool cups here. God, I feel like such a genius for putting this thing back here, and then it's like turns dark. I feel so smart. Also, I feel like these should have grown if this was truly a Scythian charm. So could be wrong about it. Maybe this is more Scythian. Oh, wait. Well, what's up? Let's read about the... How do you spell it? C? It's an S. Let's read again about the Scythian charm. Okay. Their older ones are carved out of wood. More powerful designs make use of planetary metals. No two are identical. They're used to encourage several planets to thrive. They change with the weather. Oh, wait. Oh, it was... Oh, it's raining now, so let's see if this is warm and tingly. Hard and cool, rough. Polished. Nothing to remark. Okay, this is... I think the thing with the little... This thing on it is our Scythian charm. I think I'm right about it. It's just maybe these are not stubborn plants. Maybe they're growing just fine. You know? Let's take our next... Oh, let's pet the kitty cat first. So cute. Take our next customer. Angus Eaton. Oh! You're not Eli. I'm returning an item he asked me to repair. The mechanism was mangled, but I've replaced all the springs and given it a clean. Good as new. What's the cat's name? Jupiter. Oh, okay. That probably goes in this, I'd guess. Oh boy. Okay. It smells. It is smooth. It is gold with a black gemstone. You know I gotta push this thing. So this one, that one, that one, and that one. Okay, it was this one, that one, that one, that one. Boom, shakalaka. You should not have hired a smart assistant, sir. You should have hired somebody who's just looking for a paycheck. Let's see what this is. Ooh, this is one of those seed pod things. It's an organic green material encased in wood. It's hard, and the wood is thin and delicate. Now, oh, it sounds hollow and tapped. No vibes to it. Okay, hold up. I think I can ID that. That's like the lamb something or other, right? Lamb siphon. Use your effects. Reverse the effects of Black Heart Curse. A skilled hand is required to perform the procedure, drawing the curse over the body over the course of several hours. It's made from the dried seed pod of a sheep snap plant. Said to bring good fortune. Okay, I think. And what was that called? This, I think, is the lamb siphon. Lamb's siphon. Okay. Okay, and then there's also a book on curses and their effects. A brief overview by Dr. F. Robertson. There's Black Heart. The heart of the sufferer feels constricted as though it has been clamped in a vice. The skin is pale and cold to the touch and veins. Oh, and the veins stand out darkly over the body. Eventually, death will occur. Braxis, characterized by a necrosis of the flesh, the afflicted will feel no pain, but the scarring has no cure. Sheep Snap is a fun name, right? Also looks like the ad break starts in a minute, folks. So if you're not subscribed, you don't have Twitch Turbo. Might be seeing an ad soon. The Breath of Lyra. While those affected appear to be able to breathe normally, they feel as though they are choking. Burning blood. The subject has a sensation of burning from the inside out. It is rarely survived, and those that do never fully recover. Morrigan's insanity is a poison to the mind. Noctic sights. Those suffering from this curse speak of increasingly vivid nightmares. The Sapphire Curse is marked by the telltale blue tint to the eyes. Those under this curse are plagued by walking hallucinations. We'll have to see if anyone shows any of these signs. Tormund's paralysis affects the mouth and tongue so that speech becomes impossible. Whoa. A brief overview. Well, we gotta put that on the shelf. Whoa. Oh, I guess he's gonna be real mad at me. Let me just put that away so Mr. Man who owns his shop doesn't get pissed at me. Heaven for friend. We've met almost every character in this game. Let's learn about the relic hunter, Barton Potter. Intelligent, affable, heroic. These are the words that Barton Potter would use to describe himself. Intelligent, affable, and heroic? That's how you would describe yourself? Interesting. Irresponsible, impulsive, and foolhardy are some of the more tasteful terms that those who have dealt with him might use. One thing is not in dispute. He knows how to track down objects, and he certainly knows their worth. He's also no coward and bears the scars to prove it. He's one of the few who ventured into the depths of the catacombs and lived to tell the tale. And tell the tale he does at the slightest provocation. We also met the priest Audrey Bell. Followers of the warrior god Holgar are not easier to come by, but they make up for their low numbers with zeal and grandiosity. The priests have all the self-appointed authority of a village fete organizer, and the power struggles between clergy and acolyte are as bitter and hard-fought as many a debate about bunting or cake stands. Oh, wasn't that fun? Bunting and cake stands. Audrey has strong opinions about death and the afterlife, perhaps forgetting that the god she follows is best known for sending thousands of people reluctantly to it, but had very little to say about its substance. There was also, this girl I think helped us out in Strange Horticulture, Simone Green. She finished reorganizing the Ambleside Library and came to Undermere in search of a new challenge. She took up swimming in the lake after hearing about the health benefits of cold water, but soon found that she preferred the health benefits of a warm blanket, a roaring fire, and a good book. She manages the collections at the Wordsworth Library, following in her mother's footsteps by taking a special interest in occult writings. And then, of course, this is Jupiter the kitty cat. Devourer of Souls. Devourer of Souls. If this cat talks, I'll freak out. Think we lose the job when he gets back, or we employee of the month? I think we're gonna like solve the mystery of why people are dying to ravens and their eyes are turning black. I think he'll congratulate us as a hero if we do that. Oh, here's my boss. Hey boss, definitely not poking around. It wasn't my intention to leave you unattended for this long, but I'm afraid I'm gonna need to rely on you for a little longer. No worries, boss. I'm not poking around over here. The Order of the Black Veil seemed more concerned about the ravens and the black-eyed state that Mr. Hungerford was found in. They said it would take a very powerful force indeed to upset them like that. I'm just looking at his eyes and making sure he's not turning weird. Unfortunately, they either weren't able to or weren't willing to talk any further on the subjects. I was hoping to avoid it, but I must go to Oxford and the Bodleian Library. I hope I said that right. I'll be gone for at least a few days, perhaps longer, but you seem to be handling yourself well here. Yeah, I put labels on all your stuff that you didn't label. Weirdo. I don't see eye to eye with the head of collections at the Bodleian, but I know that he takes an interest in horticulture. Okay. Yeah, this is my boss. I will take him a Scythian charm to smooth things over. I think I got that for you, pal. Boom. It's made of gold and silver, which are planetary metals. It hints at the horticulture use of the item, and the item vibrates in the wet weather. Enjoy. The diverging hook is a way to carve thoughts from the mind of another. Yeah, he probably doesn't even need the labels. He just can see it. It's like if I labeled like my PlayStation 5 or something. Like, I know what it is. But if I asked my mom to grab the PlayStation 5 in case of a fire, I don't think she'd get it. If done with skill, the third party may have no realization that the thought was ever there at all. But it is all too easy to leave a mind in disarray. Even when approached with care, the unanchored thoughts are easily lost track of. They have a single gemstone from each of the 3 thaumic branches. Okay. Okay, this is where, so this might be one of these things. Interesting. It's probably either this or this. Weird. It's probably this one because it's kind of like... Wait, let's learn what the thalamic branches are. Also, I forgot what the name of this thing is. Okay, wait. Maybe it didn't update. What was the thing that we just got? Oh, the diverging hook. That's what it calls. Yeah, seems kind of dangerous, right? Stealing people's thoughts from their minds. That's really scary. Okay. The 3 thalamic branches. Celestial, diurnal, and individual. Okay. So then we need to see... Oh, well, it's not that one. I know it's not that one. So it's either this one or this one. So we have... yellow, orange, malachite, and then a black gemstone. So that could be either... So Mantic is the malachite. Dradic is the obsidian. Let's make sure those already aren't in... Mantic and Dradic. Okay, so we would need either a diurnic or a noctic thing. So what would be Dradic or diurnic? Amber would be. But topaz is pale yellow. I think this is the thing we're looking at. This is the diverging hook right here. Which is a surprise because I thought this one would be it. But I think that has like too much Wixic stuff. It's got a Mentic thing. It's got like Dradic, diurnic, and Wixic. Diurnic and Wixic. Dradic. Oh, frick. Both of these could be the hook thing. Even when approached with care, the unanchored thoughts are easy to lose track of. Let's see how this makes us feel. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Frick. Hey, Mom, the house is on fire. Mind popping upstairs and getting my PS5? Yeah. Maybe not what I would say in a panic. I probably wouldn't ask Mom to get the PS5, honestly. I would probably just say, oh God, get outside. Do you know where Jim is and the dog? You know. Dang, both of these things fit the thing, sadly. So obsidian is Dradic. We have malachite as well in this stone, which is Mentic. Frick, both of these could be diverging hooks. I'm guessing this one is it. Just because it's like kind of centered on the mind, but they both could be diverging hooks. Which means the good news is they're probably not the things that like help travelers find their way around. So would it help me eliminate it to just be like this one or this one for the traveler thing? We'll have to find a moment when we actually need this diverging hook. Maybe we'll get more clues about it from what they say. I'm at a loss with these patients. This is one of the doctors that study curses. They aren't responding to anything I've tried so far, and I haven't been able to find anything in the literature that fits their symptoms. Let's zoom in on her. I'm finding that they become violent if they aren't restrained, and they are always trying to leave. If nothing else, Dranthium tea from a restful mether might get a moment of lucidity out of them, but if you have any ideas, I'm all ears. Either use witch's fingers or a restful mether. Okay, let's learn about both of them. This, I think, is the witch's fingers. I'm not sure which of my plants would be restful mether, unfortunately. Let's look that one up first. Maybe let the hostages go? Well, they're her patients, less hostages. And she's afraid they're going to endanger themselves or other people. There's something strange is happening to these folks. They're like in a stupor, or so she says. You think? You think she's a bad person, Larkin? A mether is a thaumaturge's link to the inner mind. Oh, interesting. Look at that little handle thing. We have several things like this. A hot tea made from the Dranthium plants is drunk from them, taking on different properties depending on the type of mether. This time can be used to enter a meditative state by the bypass and rush of cluttered consciousness, providing clarity. Interesting. So, we don't have the plant, but we do have the cup. They're all, unfortunately, most of them are like sharp aroma. Sharp but not unpleasant. Either that or the witch's finger. Let's read up on the witch's finger. Said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain. The goal is supposedly the purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. I think that would kill people. I don't think we should use that. Really don't think. I don't think that risk is worth doing. So how about we find out which one of these things is a restful mether? It's a hot tea made from the Dranthium plant, which I don't think I have. None of these are giving Dranthium. Restful tea. So this looks like it's maybe the back side of the cup. What if it's this one? And then the back side of the cup has that little third like thing on it. Wood oak, if I'm not mistaken. Sharp aroma. No vibes. No vibes. Strong odor that is sharp but not unpleasant. Rough. Is wood with dark purple gemstone. Let's see what amethyst would be. Dire. Oh, it could be iolite, which is a dark bluish purple. Peace and safety. And amethyst is containment. And this wooden carved thing. Ah, the handles are at different heights, interestingly. You know what? I think it's this one. This is the restful mether, thank God. It resembles a drinking cup in the sketch. It has several embedded iolite gemstones of peace, which induce a meditative state. We learned about Bones Guard. God, I did not want to give her the thing that might cure people, but potentially could kill them. I'm no doctor. I don't know. I'm not even a real thaumaturge. I'm an assistant. A Bones Guard is a small item. Oh, a small item known as a Bones Guard can be placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. King Cedric the Meek was well known to be terrified of being poisoned, and so always drank from the same goblet, and he always placed a Bones Guard inside. He was stabbed to death in 1203. This object bears the mark of the antidotes. Interesting. Well, let's label this as the Menthic. What was it called? Restful mether. Restful mether. Okay. That goes in the drink category. Yep, stabbed to death. That's actually kind of hilarious. And so it was called the Bones Guard. Let's see what's... Now it says the symbol of the antidote. Let's see what thaumaturgic symbol antidote would be. Okay. Ashes, oil, vinegar, wax. Antimony. Autumn. Blessing, spirituality. Well, okay, is there a sign of poison, perhaps? Because perhaps the opposite of poison is antidote. Okay, so it should be... Okay, it should be like a diamond with something coming down on it. Okay. And it should be like a ring or something? Diamond with this thing coming down on it? I know we saw something like this earlier. Pretty sure we saw something just like this earlier. And I was like, what the hell symbol is that even? The diamond... Hold on. Diamond with neck, arms, and torso. Restful Mether sounds like a sleepy drug addict. Potentially. It also sounds like a mint product to me. Mether? Menthus? Like that? Mentholated? I feel like we've seen this sign before. A diamond with the line going down it. Little T-posing line. Sleepy menthol. There it is. That's what it feels like. I don't see anything that has the antidote symbol on it. Well... No, it was a ring, wasn't it? A small item could be placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. Okay. It's a small item. So it'd be like a diamond with a line down and then across it. I don't see anything like that. That's small. I don't think we have anything like that yet. Yeah, I think I may not have it. I think we're just gonna have to wait till we get something like it. Ah, the painter. I've come to thank you for sharing the wonder of the Ares remnant with me. It has changed my life. I'm still getting to grips with it, but I already feel like I'm feeling my way back to painting again. Thank you. Yes. Now, we could have given her some sort of thing that gave her a second sight into another world, but that sounded kind of creepy. Okay. I want to see, there's got to be something we can do with this, right? It was vibrating at some point. I thought I was genuinely breaking it. So it vibrates at some point. Hold on. Maybe when it's vibrating, I'll switch it over to the moon side of things. Does it change the... Wait, it changes the moon cycle? That's wild. It's good to see you, Pastel. We're gaming. We're identifying objects. We're sneaking into our employers' places and things like that. That's so wild. A full moon. What about the one where it vibrates? This is the one, I think. This is weird. Did we also get any new items that have resonance? Thing on this side. I haven't detected stuff lately. No, nothing new that's resonating. Being gay, doing crimes, absolutely. As usual. Doing our thing, you know. You were on break grabbing some dinner. Excellent, excellent. This is really weird. Okay, so it still has that weird glow to it, huh? Okay. This is truly strange. I'm assuming there's gonna be something that happens with one of our things when, like, the moon is full or something. Hey, Shadow! Welcome on in, everybody. How are y'all doing today? I'm wearing my Pikachu onesie because my stream has dictated it. My community has done so. This game is super cool. It's called Strange Antiquities. And we're identifying magical objects. I hope you're enjoying Peek. Hello, Cunning Dolphin. Good to see you. And Twister, welcome on in. If you had a long stream and you got to head out, Shadow, I totally understand. But I hope you're doing well. I am having so much fun playing this game. I want to see if this, like, Selenic... Oh, I wonder if the kitty cat one is affected by it. Whoa, wait. Does the cat's expression change? What if it gets really happy when the moon is full or something? No, the cat's expression absolutely does not change. Now, that is this thing. And the true Selenic totem, this owl, does not change either. Dang. Hi, Dry Ruins. Good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, oh, you're having a thunderstorm right now. Just a game here. How scary. You heard good things. It's so good. I really enjoyed Strange Horticulture. I highly recommend Strange Horticulture. It's such a fun, like, look at all this stuff you get to mess around with. You get to play with this stuff. You get to pet the kitty cat. Listen to that. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff. You get to play with this stuff. Yeah. You get to go look at your map. You know, take your little notes and put them in your archive. You get to play around with little chess pieces or whatever and eat them or something. I don't even know what all this stuff means yet. Gotta go back and watch my Overgen playthrough. I hope you enjoy it. It's on YouTube in case you can't find it here on Twitch in case it, like, disappeared or something. Because of, like, the 100-hour VOD limit now. But it was so much fun. I loved it, and I 100%ed it as well. I would not leave that ship until I found out what happened to everybody, so. I heard there was some really cool other endings to the game, though. So welcome on in, folks. What was Shadow up to? So how are you enjoying Peak? I've seen so many folks play it. Unfortunately, it is first person, and I have to now take Dramamine to play first person stuff, which is why I usually don't, because it makes me really sleepy. But I made a special exception for Oberdin because I love puzzle games so much. It was pretty Peak. Sounds like it, Dry Ruins. He knew what he had to do. Without hesitating, he took hold of the diverging hook and used it to cut away the infected part of his mind before it could spread and consume him entirely. Whoa. So we're hearing about... we're reading about... I think this is like the shop owner, and the shop owner is good friend. They explored together. Learning more about what they got up to. Oh, this looks like a castle of some sort. Like a rook. Peak was good. Pretty high movement, right? But it is incredible with the group. Everyone who I've seen play it is having too much fun, honestly. Tina's gonna play Doom Eternal and then Peak. I don't know about that. I am closest to the sunset, but furthest from the sunrise. Oh. This is probably in this one guy's house. He said not to go in his towers. Okay. You would think, being the crunchy person that I have become, that I would know the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, right? Is the sun rise in the east and set in the west? Right? I am closest to the sunset, but furthest from the sunrise. Okay. So, north. Never eat shredded wheat. So it would be this one. This tower right here. Boom, baby. What's up, Alex? Good to see you. The view from the tower is quite beautiful, but it's what's inside that catches my attention. In the middle of the room is an unlocked wooden chest, and within that, not one, but two smaller wooden chests, along with a cryptic scrap of paper. You are east, so you end early for the rest of the continent. Oh my god, you're so right. Ooh. Let me tell you, my dad was a huge fan of little wooden boxes. I have so many little wooden boxes in the basement that look like these things. I could have some serious artifacts on my hands. But most likely, I just have fancy cigar boxes or something that my dad filled with weird trinkets. Okay. So we've got a bit of a torn note. It says, something by a diurnic seal, object made of silver, aces a diurnic field. Diurnic seal, diurnic field. Object made of silver, huh? Oh, this looks like it belongs to the, this place. It's smooth and polished. It's made of wood with gold leaf. No smell or sound. There is an unpleasant sensation in the back of my skull. This has got this dude's eyeball in it. This is extremely cursed. This is wicked cursed, dude. Okay, I'm just gonna put the resonance detector over it. No, there's no resonance to it. But this thing is evil. That's evil. That's probably an evil eye in there. Like an actual eyeball that was carved out. It's been pouring rain since noon. Are you like, do you like the rain, Jessica and Hero, since it's usually really hot over there? The sun rises in the south and sets in the Pacific Northwest. Is that true? Is that technically true? I have no idea. A puzzle box would be so cute to carve. You know what, Jackie? I've been getting served up some whittling shorts on YouTube. And nothing makes me want to carve a little bear more than seeing a 1 minute long video on how easy it is to carve a bear. Here's the problem though. I read the comments. People were like, this is definitely easy, but I stabbed myself about 50 times making this bear. And I'm like, I don't really want to do that. Oh, you saw a whittling video the other day? I just thought how cute it would be to make like an army of little bears out of like teensy tiny pieces of wood or something. It's been thunderstorming all afternoon there. It's so nice out temperature wise. But is it, do you like the rain? Is it like comfy, cozy, like grilled cheese and tomato soup time? Emma, that's how I always feel when it rains. It's fun but sketchy the whole time. But whittling could be fun. I need another hobby, Jesus. But it could be something I do while I'm walking. See, I could be stabbing myself in the thumb while I'm walking. Speaking of watching YouTube shorts, though, I am trying an experiment where on Fridays and probably also Wednesdays, I am just going to watch stuff on my watch later list. I have 1,000+ videos on my watch later saved thing on YouTube. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I might just be a total weirdo. And also the ad break is going to start in 1 minute, just so you folks know. If you are like me, you got to tell me. I feel like I'm always looking at recommended videos and being like, that seems kind of cool. And then I won't watch them. I'll be like, I don't feel like I'm in the mood for it. So today I started at the top of my watch later list. I turned my phone off because I have YouTube Premium, so it just plays in the background anyway. Turned my phone off, went on my walk, and I did not switch videos or anything. I'm just letting all of the watch later stuff play. And it's been enjoyable. It's been nice to not have to think of like, what am I going to watch next? You know? You don't even use that feature? You have a bunch of playlists? Are they stuff that you intend to watch later? Alice, thanks for reminding me to drink some water. Can't confirm those videos definitely make it sound so much easier and less painful. You gave yourself a terrible blister when you try to whittle a fox figurine. You stab yourself 5 times, I bet. That's the thing is like, I get blisters pretty bad and easily. I think I have quite soft hands. Despite like all the gardening and stuff I do. Whenever I have to like turn something, like if somebody busts down the gate, the baby gate we have up to keep my dog between a few rooms so she doesn't make mischief. Whenever that gate comes down, I have to hand tighten the little things with it, and I always get terrible blisters from this finger down to this thumb. It's terrible. You have the I want to watch this but not now problem too. I just found Lurky today. It worked for me, and I'm going to do it at least once a week of just putting on my watch later stuff and watching all that stuff. Because another YouTuber I was watching was like, I keep saying they have the same problem and they didn't have a solution for it. And I was like, why don't I just watch that stuff? So that's the goal. Let's see how this thing makes me feel. I have no vibes to this box. No smell or sounds. It is locked with an engraved symbol. It's wood with bronze detailing. Purple gemstones around it. I'm gonna label this one as like the vibes are off. There's an unpleasant sensation in the back of my skull. Unpleasant in my skull. Okay, so I know that this one's one of those spooky items. You're clumsy, so you try to minimize blades as much as possible. Probably a smart idea. This says sealed by a Diurnic seal, maybe? Objects made from silver. Aces a Diurnic field. Object made from silver. It's sealed by a Diurnic seal. So day and night. So we need a silver item. Limestone. That silver. I don't have a ton of silver. This is tin, oddly enough. Alright, I'm gonna put it over here. Next to the boxes. I'll put this in my notes section. That's very interesting, though. Let me read up about the Elva Stone. The aide had her baby on Monday. That's great news. I hope everything went well and that aide is doing well herself. Used to relieve the discomfort caused by incurable ailments. Selenic. Okay. So let's see what else is. So did it say that? No, did it say something about Diurnic metal? Object made from silver. Diurnic seal. Damn, I can't wait to find out the other half of that note. If we ever do. As if I don't have enough on my plate right now, my sister Bonnie has been acting strange lately. Oh boy. She never got over the death of our father. She always blamed Mr. Potter for his role in it, and now, with all this happening, she's got it in her head that he's behind it somehow. Use your X-Acto knife a lot, but you've had years of practice since college. So maybe 20 years? Whoa. Isn't it weird to think of that? I'm worried she's going to do something stupid. If she comes in here, whatever you do, don't give her anything dangerous. Your sister? So not a... Okay. I want to give her a keepsake to let her know that she is still loved. I've seen people gifting one another wooden totems, but I don't know what they're called. Remind her that she is loved. It might be a shackle. A horn shackle, perhaps? A wooden totem. Oh, girl, I got so many creepy ass wooden totems you wouldn't believe. Okay. It might be the horn shackle. I think that's like the good vibes moment. Bestows the ability to overcome personal demons. used to bring about change in one's life. Wooden totems that I have. I need a good vibes totem. Remind someone they are loved. I don't think a spirit I would do. That allows you to see into a different dimension. This is confusing. This makes me weak. This is probably bad in some way. The witch's fingers can kill you. St. John's Anvil muffles sounds. Best bet might be the horn shackle. Let me continue. I should probably read some people gifting one another wooden totems. Imagine if we give her these creepy ass ones. Her sister works here. Okay, cool. Very nice. So you're able to check in on that aid. Because remember you were saying yesterday, like, I wonder what happened to that gal. It's gotta be the horn shackle. Imagine if it's not. It's not. Ooh. Goo. Feeling bad. Feeling very so bad. Okay, time to read. Sorry, that's not what you wanted. Time to read about wooden totems and whatever. My memory has been left for long periods. It could emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, is an ominous presence pulling at the threads of one's mind. Okay. Ambra. An Amphibian Talon. It's definitely not that. An Ares Remnant. No. A Binding Seed. It's not really a... I don't want that person to feel guilt and shame. Not a Bones Guard either. Not the Corvin's Mites. Probably not a Purifier or a Siren Ward. I hope she's recovering. Yeah. Divergent Cook? No. And the Elva Stone is metal. Ethereal Key. No. Evocant. Eyes of Cernunnos. No. Gray's Grace is worn as a pendant to dispel melancholy. I thought this might be it, but that's bronze. If there was a wooden pendant, that would be interesting. Shield Charm, maybe? We gotta be careful. I don't want to screw up again. Let's keep reading the book. Did I get rid of the Binding Seed? I think it's given to you... Well, you are able to get rid of it. There's one that you can't get rid of, and that's the Zaya, and it makes you feel paranoid, and you can't even take the necklace off. But the Binding Seed, maybe you could, like, dunk it in vinegar with some topaz in it, and that would get rid of the binding nature of it. The Guise. Hearing Charm. Well, the Heart Chamber. It's based on this mythical object. They've morphed over time as a way to keep those dear to us close to heart after death. So it could be like this heart chamber. What is this made of? Bronze and wood. Oh god, oh god. I'll lose my mind if I screw up one more time. Will shatter. How have I been resisting the golden idol urge? I just know, like, okay, let me tell you, Lurky. When I was out on my walk today, I thought to myself, what game am I playing today? And then I remembered I was playing Strange Horticulture and I got so excited. So, like, I have so many games I'm genuinely so excited to play that sometimes I almost feel guilty that I'm playing on stream, like Death Stranding. I'm like, is it okay that I run around and build roads and stuff? Is that okay? I'm not actually doing the story. I'm just building roads. Is that cool? It's like every game I'm playing, I'm looking forward to. So that's how I'm resisting Golden Idol, is that I'm really enjoying all the other stuff. Man. We gotta find something made of wood. Banishment of Hobbs your Noctic Sight. It's pretty cool, right? It's pretty good. I look forward to my day, you know. An Ossic Ring. Resonant Object. Selenic Totem. Well, hold up. Well, this would be it. The Selenic Totem. It's wood. Oh, duh. And it gives you good vibes. Why did I forget that? Oh my god. That could have been so bad. It's a carved totem. It imparts a feeling of joy. I need to not screw up. Unfortunately, I have some bad news to share. I'm giving you a bad Yelp review. Jack Hungerford did not respond well to the Dranthium tea. Well, at least he didn't die. If anything, he sunk deeper into Drance. Whoops. Maybe I should have given him the witch's fingers. I daren't try anything else in case I make it worse. So I should have given him the witch's fingers? It could have killed him. I wonder if I can redo some of these days. It's interesting though. Damn it. Thanks for the night clown protection, by the way, Pastel. Your favorite piece of clothing can repel night clowns, just so you know that. So when you put on your favorite, if you put on a piece of clothing and it makes you feel so cool wearing it, just know that that actually is imbued with night clown protection. Those silly sods at Calgarth Hill won't let me look around. Seems I've upset the little lord who lives there at some point in the past. Allegedly, I refused to perform an exorcism on his haunted house. He didn't like my suggestion that it might be local kids playing pranks on him because he's a mean old git. I'm not so easily put off, though. Do you have a tenebrine cloak I could use for this evening? I've got some snooping to do. Okay, I had two things I thought might be a tenebrine cloak. I'm gonna find out which one was which. And Streamline, thank you for the 46 months. We are indeed in the Pikachu, as you might be able to tell as I am wearing this onesie. However, in 1 minute, the last Pikachu redemption wears off. So unless somebody else redeems another one, I'm going to be free from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock and not have to wear this Pikachu onesie. Thank goodness. Imagine not memorizing every item in this game, right? Shaking my dang head. And thanks, Alex. Yeah, all right. Staying nice and... I'll just button this last button, why don't I? Streamlined, what deck... thank you, Jackie. Covering us for the first hour of next stream, I suppose. Thanks. We'll have that one roll over, I suppose. Let's grab a tenebrine cloak, which I think was like a necklace? No. Wait, hold up. I forgot what it's supposed to be. I don't want to give her the wrong thing. Tenebrine cloak. Single stone set in bronze gives power to these totems. I think I had 2 ideas. I don't think we've given anyone a tenebrine cloak yet. Single set in bronze. It's bronze. That's a green gemstone. Could that have been a tenebrine cloak? I thought I labeled some stuff with tenebrine cloak. This is also a single stone set in bronze, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It creates a sphere of enshrouding darkness. So I would assume it's a darkness-related gemstone. Let me just remember what darkness is in these things. Like Noctic, probably. A Noctic thingamajig. Something that's kind of Noctic. So Onyx. Or Vivinite. It is the Pikachu. Indeed. Is this like emerald? Did I idea? Well, first off, this is definitely a healing charm. Or, I'm sorry, hearing charm. Those are different. It's for sure what it is. A single gemstone set in bronze. You know what? This game does that to you every time. It's like, here's 2 things that are gemstones set in bronze. Now you figure out which one does it. It's like, ah, damn it. Now I gotta be really good at this. Now I gotta solve this puzzle. Like some sort of puzzle solver. Death and Decay? Probably not that. So we're down to like, what is this? That's like aquamarine and that's emerald. So let's see which of those is more like darknessy. So Dradic is jade. And aquamarine is also Dradic. Which is water. So I don't think none of these are the single stone set in bronze that I need. Tenebrine cloak? How did I thought for sure I labeled something Tenebrine cloak. Here's our and if I screw this up, we're so screwed, y'all. This is also indeed the Scythian term, so we can label that correctly. Single stone set in bronze. Yeah, I really don't have anything except for these 2, so it's a big guess. Well, let's see what these symbols mean. Okay. Enshrouding darkness will cloak all its entries. Single stone set in bronze gives power to these totems. What do all these daggum symbols mean? Let's find out. There's just like a nuts amount of symbols. There's like a reticle here, a snowflake, Blair Witch Project. There's like a lot going on here. There's snow, hail, fog. So there's, okay, all the weather symbols are on this. Is it all of the weather symbols? This is more like a weather thing, I would guess. Weather thing? So this could kill us. That'll be great. Also, Streamlined, if you want me to pull a card from one of the decks that I have, you let me know, okay? To thank you for that resub. I appreciate it. Thank you kindly. But also, if you just want to hang out and watch me do this stuff, that's fine too. I'm going to try this hand. If it drives us crazy, well, it drove me crazy. Oh, I gotta do a puzzle. Huh? Deep fears take a root. I must break the hole it has over me. Okay. Oh, I gotta play Yahtzee? Click a segment of the seal and bank the dice to break it. Huh? The goal is to break the seal. Match dice symbols to a section of the seal to break it. Oh, you can bank. A star is any symbol. Oh, stars are wild. Roll the dice as many times as you like. Click the dice to lock and unlock them. If you get 3 crossed bones before banking, you lose a life. 5 of a kind automatically breaks a seal. That's cute. Okay. Okay. Well, we got a snake. Well, the stars are wild, right? Yeah, we can bank those. Right? Bank. Roll. Need a snake for this one. So we'll bank that. And then I need like just 2 of a kind here. Oh, I got it. Oh! Boom, boom. Fireflies. Bank it, baby. Okay, this ain't so bad. Oh, so you don't game over. You just have to play dice with people. What was the spirit eye? I think it was the wooden thing with the gemstone in the middle of it. Shall see, though. Weird dice games kind of turn you off. You still haven't gotten past the intro to Kingdom Come 2 because you can't win the dice game, can you? Yeah, having a tough time. Having enchiladas, that sounds very good. So you have to play like dice poker or something in the dice game? See, I think this was the spirit eye. Because the spirit eye has 2 opposing symbols in it. And then has malachite, which I wonder if that's like, that's a Mentic thing. You have a Tenebrine cloak. So I thought this was the Tenebrine cloak. I thought this couldn't be it because it looked like a weather thing. Ah, crunch. Okay, I'm going to access a hint. I should consult a gemstone book to see if there's a suitable stone for this item. Okay. See what's the most suitable stone. Protection and enveloping nights. So it would be moonstone. Okay, or onyx. Moonstone and onyx. A tenebrine cloak with moonstone in it. Okay. Well, a moonstone set in bronze. Or onyx stone set in bronze. I don't think I have onyx set in bronze. This is silver. That's iron, yeah. This would be a single moonstone set in bronze. Is it my kitty cat? I thought for sure that'd be the moonstone guardian. That's gold. Oh, don't tell me. It's this thing. Shit. Should have known. Thought it'd be a necklace. Why did I think it was a necklace? That mouse with a glass of water is new, right? Oh yeah, I drew a whole bunch of alerts and stuff a while back, Streamlined. Yeah, it's Tiny. This is our little channel mascot, Tiny. And sometimes he does stretches and yoga and stuff. So thank you, Lurky, for redeeming the stretch time. Man. Should have gotten that hint earlier. Just give her a monkey's paw? Why is the answer always monkey's paw? I can't believe I screwed up so much. But we learned about St. Cedric's thunder. It's used to store the power of a single thunderclap. Alchemists have been trying to harness the power for centuries, and there are rumors that they indeed successfully used it to transmute base metals into golds. They are placed at the tops of mountains to charge them during storms. Gemstones can be used to prevent the charge from waning over time. Interesting. Something that would store lightning? Isn't copper a directive rod for lightning? Don't they use copper to do stuff like that? Or do they have a copper thing? Okay, well I have to write that this is a tenebrine cloak now. I think we might also be able to replay days. Once we beat each day, I think you can go back, and maybe I'll go back and give Miss Thing. I might give the doctor the witch's fingers. You have to show Streamline some of the cool tinies, and I appreciate that, Lurky. Who's next? Ah, this guy. I bumped into Eli at the station yesterday before he left for Oxford. His train was late, so we had a brief chat, and he suddenly remembered something he wanted to tell you. I told him I'd pass along the message. I don't know if I trust this guy. Okay. In other news, I've got a little something for you if you're interested. It looks like I've already done this thing. It's going to cost you, but it's worth it. It's a map of the catacombs. Very rare. Worth a lot to someone in your line of work, I'd imagine. And all I'm asking in return is a Valent. Okay, well, let me check this note. Keep forgetting to mention, it would be helpful for you to read Dr. Robinson's book on curses. You'll find it in the cupboard hidden in the counter. Yeah. Uh-huh. I know that already. Okay. A Valence. I feel like that's one of the things recently we discovered. STUV Valent. Oh, frick. I don't know which one of these is the Valent, though. A curious pulse can be felt where its power concentrates. Ah, damn it. Okay. Maybe this is a Valent, and maybe there's a curious pulse where the power concentrates. I don't think it's a remark. Curious pulse. Rough. It vibrates with energy. Okay, interesting. This is it then. This is the Valent. Thank God. Back to knowing exactly what the stuff is. Evenly spaced holes. I'm able to feel the energy concentrated at the tip. You just gave me the map of the catacombs. Oh, Lord have mercy. Girl, what is all this? Okay, there's some interesting signs on these. Like this one. What does this say? The Diurnic seal, object made from silver, Diurnic field. Anthemic fields. Diurnic field pattern? I do need to do something for a Diurnic field. I don't know if I should be willy-nilly clicking on some catacombs, though. Because I will go insane. And thanks for reminding me to talk about some baseball. I think it's about wrapping up soon, sadly. Baseball's coming to a close for my O's this year. I don't know how many more games you have left. I do believe you just won one of our previous games against the Rays, though. So there's that, at least. Let's save these catacombs for later, because this seems like someplace we'd have to go and do something important. This is a Valent. How about your Yanks, man? Are you making it into the playoffs? Bonnie Robertson. Do we just run it? Feels like I'm going crazy here. I know who's behind all this madness. It's all these people with the pitch black eyes. Oh yeah, but no one is listening to me. I've seen it happen before. 7 years ago, my father died the same way. Well, since nobody listened, I'm going to take care of it myself. Oof. A Corvin's might, please, and I'll be on my way. We could give her Grace, though, and I think we should. Her sister, the doctor, said, don't give my sister anything dangerous. She's not equipped for that kind of stuff. So we'll give her a Grace instead. To soothe her soul. It dispels melancholy. We've learned about the spirit vaults, also known as a fetid chamber. It's a receptacle used to store a wandering shroud. The interior is lined with a paste made from sulfur, hence the nickname. Okay. Oh, fetid chamber. Okay. They're not considered dangerous, and shrouds tend to be benign, but on occasion they do not take kindly to being restrained. A faint vibration of the receptacle can be felt when the shroud is held within. Okay. Faint vibration of the receptacle. Do not insult me, thaumaturge. This isn't some depression that can be cured with your little trinkets. I will get a hold of a Corvin's might. Okay, girl, good luck. I'm just doing it. If I'm getting in trouble because I'm doing what your sisters asked me to do, I'll be upset. Is there any vibration to this thing? Polished, engraved, polished. I want to get in freaking trouble. Not grave robbing yet, Hades. Keep that shovel, though. You never know when you're going to need it. Haven't been paying a lot of attention to baseball lately, have you, Manny? You have a lot on your plate at the moment. I mean, that's understandable. I also have not been able to watch a ton of games. It's because they're usually on at night, so. Yeah, wouldn't you know it? I'm absolutely out of stock of Corvin's Might. No idea where you might get a Corvin's Might. Good luck. Is this thing vibrated at all? Cold and smooth. Soft. Nothing to remark. Smells like a rotted egg. Interesting. Well, this might be the fetid chamber, perhaps. If it smells like sulfur. But was something else fetid chamber or something else? What's the other name of that thing? Spirit Vault. Okay, this is a Spirit Vault, I think. Spirit Vault. Fetid chamber. Because it stanks. Put that on next to my other stinky smelly stuff. I feel bad that we didn't save that one guy's life. I feel like I wonder if we could go back and save the lives. You can continue from there, I guess. Let's see what ending we get this way, and maybe I'll replay this again and see if I can get a better ending. Ah, the rain's finally settling down. How about that? Well, I hope you got to enjoy it while it lasted, Just a Game Hero. As his mind roiled in confusion, he watched through his remaining good eye as his partner lunged towards the satchel that contained the casket. To his horror, he saw that his partner's eyes were black. Yikes. Seems to be a particular gravestone, I bet. Interesting. Let's go to that exact grave. In the catacombs. Now. I mean, 1688 looks pretty close. It looks pretty close to it. Not this one though. Not that one's too stubby. This one's got too much decoration on it. That one's just purely smooth. That one's purely smooth. I think 1688 is the one we were looking for. Got it again. I squeezed through a partially collapsed passageway and emerged in a small chamber. Glinting in the flickering torchlight, I catch sight of a pendant draped across an old gravestone. How beautiful. It's a pretty pendant. What's the vibes? Nothing to remark. No smells or sounds. It is smooth. Ah, this is the scale thing, right? Hard but smooth. It's a brown shard of some kind. Interesting. This might be that scale thing. Let's see. It was called like the Siren Ward. Okay. I think this is the Siren Ward. Siren Ward. Okay. Pretty sure that's what that'll be. Come on in, first customer. Yeah, time to get back to grave digging, Hades. My awakening ceremony takes place at the convent tomorrow. I need a talon. An Amphibian talon. Okay. This is good luck with it, I guess. Go poke yourself in the cheek. Happy awakening to you. She also has that little snake thing there. Morgan's Folly, a folly symbol, can be revealed to induce a trance-like state in anyone who casts their eye upon it, making them open to suggestibility. Precautions should be taken against unwittingly looking upon the hidden symbol for too long. Uh-oh. Let me just... There we go. Okay, and that was called Morgan's Folly? Interesting. Morgan's Folly. Okay. Morgan's Folly question mark. Okay. Let's see who else needs help. Simone again. My gal. Oh, where the hell is Jupiter today? I was looking forward to coming to say hello to him. I'm working my way through the journal, but it's heavy going. Where's my cat? Kept coming back to the series of sketches. I can't believe this cat is gone. Does this mean anything to you? Could it relate to the plinths? Okay. I think these are different kind of fields. The plinths. What's a plinth? My cat's gone. Do you think she stole my cat? Potentially. Well, Jupiter does roam around town often. So it could be that he is just out vibing. Oh, hey, that girl's back. I've come back for that Corvin's Might, and I'm not taking no for an answer this time. Okay. I just give it to her? I want a Corvus Might. Either you give it to me or you never see your cat again. She kidnapped my cat. Take it to the woods behind Calgarth. Well, I'll get to that at the end of the day. Because her sister might come by and be like, did my crazy sister come by? Think I've been cursed 2 weeks ago. I was quietly minding my own business in the guilty realm when a stranger came upon me. Okay. Gonna be a book titled The Changes of Dr. Learmonth before leaving. Give her the monkey spot. We should. Something about it intrigued me enough to take it home with me. Ever since I read the first page, I've been having terrible nightmares and they're getting worse. Interesting. To hurt a cat, there's no forgiving, right? Switch it up at Robertson and she sent me here. Okay. Terrible nightmares. Noctic Sight. Okay. Now we gotta find something that's gonna help with Noctic Sight. Oh. Moonstone Guardian for the banishment of hobbs for your Noctic Sight. Okay. This kitty cat should help you. Good luck. Have a good kitty cat and a good night times. Goodbye, sir. If you're like, I read this terrible book and I've had vivid dreams, and I'm like, Squeaky, here you go. Like, enjoy. It's this cute ass little thing. And he's like, I guess I'll try it. And it works. I should curse that woman with everything for daring to steal my cat. Ascus. An ascus allows a bear to breathe underwater. The sensation is said to be unusual since it requires one not to breathe at all. Those who use an ascus for extended periods sometimes forget to breathe when they're back on land and subsequently pass out. The core of the item is cold to the touch, but the ring, sometimes called the halo, stays warm. Cold and the exterior stays warm. I have lifted a curse. Good for me. Cold to exterior, but the ring stays warm. Okay. Cold exterior, but the halo of it remains warm. Hard and cool. The exterior. No, the exterior is the thing that should remain warm. I wouldn't take this diving with me. Halo of it remains warm. Don't think I have it yet, maybe. Unless weathered. Pitted. No vibes of warm or cold though, okay. Yeah, they take the animal, we go John Wick on them. Exactly. Miss Renegrin, there's not much that can unsettle me these days, but I found something at Calgoth Hall that I'd rather wish I hadn't. Give her ass the cursed eye. Yeah. In the cellar where they found those poor girls, I came across a bubbling black mess that was oozing from the rock itself. There's a sickness in Undermere. It's in the earth and the water, and it's spreading. Suppose it falls to me to find out where it's coming from. Don't lose yourself, Miss Verona. If it's underground, then it's underground where I'll start. And I'll see if I can find anything in the catacombs. I realize now I've been a little careless. I've been getting headaches. I won't go to the catacombs without a sextrum. Okay, I think I got one of those for you. Pretty sure this is the sextrum. The blousers. Exactly what I'm talking about. You have insanity and protection. Fortnance. Enhances physical strength or restores strength that has been sapped, whether by exertion or hex. They're made of stone or iron and take the form of a small totem. Stone or iron, huh? Okay, end of day. It's time for us to go get my freaking cat, I guess. I don't think I... Here's the thing. I don't think I'm going to give in to her demands. I'm going to roll the dice here. I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to not bring her the thing she wants. Because I don't know that she's telling me the truth, that she actually has my cat. I think she's bluffing and my cat is just gone. I think my cat is so powerful. My cat is so good and also so mischievous and sneaky. I don't think it's gonna be harmed. But also, I will reset the game if my cat gets harmed. And thank you, Jessica, here for doing some water. I think I'm not gonna succumb to her demands. I can't sleep knowing that awful woman has Jupiter. I must do something. Okay. To Calgarth we go then. I can't sleep knowing that awful woman has Jupiter. The game was like, but thou must. The woods behind Calgarth. Okay. Calgarth Hall is 25. And then it's the woods behind it. Wait. I would say this is it, right? That's close enough, says a voice from the shadows. Give me a Corvin's Might, and I'll return your cat. I peer into the gloom, but I can't see anyone amongst the trees. I hesitate. I should give that woman what she wants, but then again, I'm a thaumaturge. I don't always have to do what people want. Perhaps there's a better way to find where Jupiter is. Oof. I could use a diverging hook on her brain and take the idea of where Jupiter is from her. Interesting. But here's the thing. Two of these things look like a diverging hook to me, and I'm not really sure which one it would be. It carves the thoughts from the mind of another. If done with skill, they'll have no realization that the thought was ever there. But it's too easy to leave a mind in disarray. Even when approached with care, the unanchored thoughts are easy to lose track of. They have a single gemstone from each of the 3 thaumic branches. So it's one of these 2 damn things, damn it. Wait, that says it's gold. Didn't it say it was set in bronze? It did not say anything of that at all, did it? God bless it. Well, they're all gold, aren't they? Damn it. Gold and iron, or gold and iron. You bastards, how dare you? You thought I was talking about the planet. Yeah, what? Imagine if she kidnapped the planet Jupiter. Yeah, I wish. Can we give her like a Bill's amplifier? Like, yeah, her energy bill goes up drastically. Don't forget to set your ley lines before using the diverging hook. Oh, man. Nothing to remark about this. No smell. It's pitted. Whereas this is like weathered. Eat my butt. Pitted and weathered. It's the same damn thing. Ugh, crap. Hey, that was the one. It looks like a brain, you know. It looks like a person's head, so I'm gonna take the thoughts out of her head. I focus my attention on the diverging hook, searching the woman's mind hurriedly for any thought relating to Jupiter. Doesn't take long for her to realize something's wrong. She steps out of the shadows with an enraged look on her face and lunges at me, causing me to slice wildly with the diverging hook. Her feelings of anger flow through the hook into me and scatter. She stumbles forward, confused now, and I try again, this time latching onto the swirling image of Jupiter's face, and I cut once more. I learn instantly that Jupiter is safely stowed aboard the Mary Bell, and I back away uncertainly, feeling a complex mixture of anger and pity at the now placid woman in front of me. Well, I took her anger out of her. I think I did her a favor. The Mary Bell. I'm getting my kitty cat right now from the Mary Bell. Let's find out where that is. The Mary Bell is 23. 22, 23. Give me my cat. The Mary Bell is an old paddle steamer that hasn't been in working condition for many years. There's no one aboard, or no one that I can see at least, so I climb over the railing and start peering through the grimy windows. As I approach the far side of the boat, I hear a desperate crying coming from behind a windowless door. I try the handle and it opens to reveal an unimpressed cat with mismatched eyes. Jupiter. He springs from his prison into my arms. I hold him tight to my chest and he rubs my chin with the back of his head, purring with delight. My baby! My babies. Oh, that awful woman. Awful woman. I feel like a real Bones D. Why? So I was putting my little delivery accepting table out. Do we mess up that freaking lady? I used the mind scraper to find out where she had hid our cats. And I also took the anger out of her with it. But maybe I left her brain all scrambled. I'm not sure. It's either that she was going to go get herself killed. Something, so. Alright, the man tried to use a diverging hook on his partner as he had done on himself, but he could find no part of him that had not been taken over by the infection. His partner's hands ripped at the satchel, tearing it open and sending the black casket tumbling out. This is really bad. A crucifix. We're getting Jesus up in this? Or we're breaking Jesus in this one? Below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone, my neighbor bears a cross of stone. Okay. Well, first I think we're gonna have to change this to like the complete dark. Whatever that's called. The empty moon or something. There is no mark upon my shrine, and my neighbor bears a cross of stone. So this one, there's no mark there. There's a stone cross. This one, oh wait, hold on. It said below a moon that does not shine. Okay, and this one's got like the half moon. This one's got a crescent moon. We need a full-on moon with nothing going on in it. Low moon that does not shine. It must be pouring rain out there. My neighbor's thing bears a cross. I mean, there's a few crosses, eh? And that seems to be a full moon, right? Or maybe even the sun. Don't know if any of these are giving me like below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone, my neighbor bears a cross of stone. In the dark, but not alone. Maybe that is an empty thing, right? My neighbor bears a cross of stone. This is kind of below it. Also, this is also kind of below it. We're getting liturgical up in this piece. Just say my neighbors. Just my neighbor. So if that's an empty thing, it could be this one. Logo that doesn't shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone. My neighbor bears a cross of stone. You'd think it'd be this one, right? But I don't see a moon above it. I mean, also, I guess none of these moons technically shine because they're made of stone. So, it can't be anything on the top row. Could be this one. Could be this one. Could be this thing. Could be that guy. Although that is kind of highly engraved, isn't it? Can't be any of the bottom stuff. So it's either this guy or this guy. In the dark, but not alone, my neighbor bears a cross of stone. Below a moon that doesn't shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. I mean, there's no moon above this. So it's not this one. So it's probably got to be this one. There's the moon. I think it's this one. And I'm right. Imagine the people outside freaking out seeing the moon change rapidly, right? It'd be terrifying. I find the blank tombstone with it. It's also Hades. You best get out that shovel because we're grave robbing again. I find the blank tombstone without much trouble, but there's nothing else here. Feeling foolish, I begin to make my way back to the surface when suddenly I see it. Tucked away in a natural crack in the rock wall. A stone totem. That is what I came for. Oh, this looks scary. I don't know if I like the vibes of this. What is that symbol? Oh, strength, maybe? Okay. This is some sort of strength to them? Strength. Let's also search in my book to see if there's anything about strength. Go to like the index, I guess. Strength. Fortnance. Can enhance physical strength or restore strength that has been sapped, whether by exertion or hex. They're a stone of iron. Just take the form of a small totem. Okay, so this might be a fortance. Perhaps. Very, what is it? The Amikarara fault or something? The puzzle reminds you of a family-friendly version of a certain Silent Hill 2 riddle. Oh. Kind of want to know about it, but... By the way, everyone's last name in this town is like British poets. I've traveled a long way searching for an eye of the forest. I've read stories of the Dreyer of old who would hunt in partnership with an eagle, seeing what they see soaring on the wind. I'd like to rekindle this lost custom. Perhaps you know something about it. Probably an eye of Cyranonos. Yes, Geronimo. Something like that. Okay. They're hard to come by. They're powerful and should not be used carelessly. Allows you to see into the minds of lesser creatures. It's alleged that Cyranonos himself wielded an eye. Into the minds of creatures. I feel like this is the paranoia. This is the Zaya that's like paranoia charm. Even though it's an eye. Do I have anything labeled the Eye of Cernunnos? I have the Spirit Eye. It might be the Zaya that I pulled out. Dead men swing a tree. How many dead men do you see? Tongue turned blue and face gone gray. Watch them as they twist and sway. The first one killed the butcher man, then cooked him in the frying pan, served him to his hungry guests, and gave them seconds on request. That's fun. That's a fun poem. I like that. Let's learn more about this Eye of Cernunnos. Cernunnos himself wielded an eye. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think this wooden thing might be it. Let's look at the voice of Cernunnos. See that twisty thing with the ball? This might be an Eye of Cernunnos. And I'm right. Hell yeah. Using the index in the book, I can find a sketch of Cernunnos holding an item that looks similar to this. The jade gemstone, the stone of nature, hints at the connection to the natural world. That's the Eye of Cernunnos. And she let us know about Zephyrims. These resonant objects give off a faint odor that'll be familiar to any thaumaturge. Is the scent of the storm of ozone, of power, the scent of magic. When these vapors are inhaled deeply, they can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them into a powerful maelstrom. This is the power of the west wind. Whoa. This is an Eye of Cernunnos. Okay. Damn, I'm good. Except for when I'm bad. And then I'm really bad and it sucks and ow. And it hurts a lot. Let's learn of this, like, Zephyr something or other. Zephyrim. Resonant objects that give off a faint odor that will be familiar. When these vapors are inhaled deeply, they can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them into a powerful maelstrom. It's a resonant object. These are the only resonant objects I have currently. So we might be missing the one that they're looking for. You're presented with 6 bodies who were executed for their crimes. You have to pick which one was justified. That's wild. I was expecting to talk with Verona Green this morning, but she wasn't at home. Unusual for her. I hope she's okay. Well, let me see where she said she'd be off to. Crap. Oh no, Miss Verona, right? Oh boy. She was in the catacombs. Crap. She's okay. If you can spare time, we'd appreciate your help. There's something unusual in our house. You can't miss it. We're the only detached house on Ruskin. Warmest regards, Miss R. Bream. Okay. Detached house on Ruskin. Let's take a look. Not the catacombs. Get the catacombs out of here. Where's Undermere? The only detached house on Ruskin. It's Ruskin. Must be this one. Okay. And thanks for me to drink water. I get so locked into this game, y'all. I'm having too good of a time. I'm greeted by a tired-looking middle-aged woman. Who immediately offers me tea. I gratefully accept, enjoying the social ritual before we meander towards the point of my visit. She leads me up the stairs and into the attic. A single small window does little to dispel the gloom, but our eyes slowly adjust. Then we hear the voices. At first, I think it's the house creaking in the wind, soft murmuring groans that seem to come from the walls themselves. But then I start to feel as though this conversation is happening. Too many. Too quiet to make sense of. Is this a curse? Part of the sufferer feels constricted. Necrosis of the flesh. Choking. Burning sensation. Organs insanity is a poison of the minds. The nightmares we already know about. Blue tint in the eyes. Waking hallucinations. Speech is impossible. Okay. So I don't know if it's cursed. However, there's voices. Let's learn about the hearing charm and what that can help us with. It's generally used by the Heart of Hearing. You can eavesdrop on private conversations, but I don't know. I think we should start with the beginning and make sure it's not like evil voices or something. It is such a good game. It's a detached house on Teddy Ruskin. You got it. Hearing. She's hearing strange sounds. Purifier. Also, it looks like the last ad break of the night is about to run. Actually, just kidding. I am going to snooze the ad breaks since you all have watched plenty of them. I'm going to snooze them for the rest of the evening. Okay, one more snooze. There we go. Okay. They shouldn't run until well after 9. So, levitation, diverging hook, the Elva stone. Intermind of lesser creatures. Physical strength. Like, I feel like it's going to be the hearing charm, but I don't know if I want to hear what the house is saying, you know? I don't think that's a good idea. Like, what if the house is saying evil things? Change your life. Use to reverse the effects of the Black Heart Curse. Let me just check on that real quick. Feel constricted. The skin is cold. Eventually death will occur. No. That is interesting, however. A hurricane is called a depression. That is true. Sometimes if it's like a real slow one. Libula is reassurance in times of upheaval. Moonstone Guardian is for Hobbs Fear and Noctic Sight. Just gonna check Hobbs Fear real quick. Wait, do we... Hold on now. Excuse me, that is not in my book? Hobbs Fear. Okay. Interesting. Don't know what Hobbs Fear might be. So I don't know if it would help. Folly things make people suggestible. This imparts vitality and clarity of thoughts. The Ossic Ring keeps vermin at bay. Nothing for... So far, nothing for, like, creepy voices. Can't wait to get a shimmer one day. That would be cool. Sense danger before it arrives. The insurance to make plants grow. The sleep vessel allows you to stay up very late. Spirit eye allows you to see another layer of the world. Spirit vaults. Wait. The St. John's Anvil. Whereas the plant helps to overcome deafness, an anvil will dampen sound. They can even be tuned to filter out certain noises, but allow others to be heard still. Do we want to just get rid of the voices or hear them more clearly? Okay, if she's not getting sleep, maybe she wants to muffle the voices. So it could be the anvil. Could be the anvil. I think that's what we should do. Let's give her the anvil thingy. I think that's the St. John's Anvil. So it says, she's a tired-looking middle-aged woman. She offers me tea. We hear the voices. At first, I think it's the house creaking in the wind. Soft murmuring groans that seem to come from the walls themselves. But then I start to feel as though a conversation is happening. Looking for an item in the shape of an animal known for its hearing. Just kidding. I guess I want to hear the bats. I felt like this woman should chill, but maybe. You're discussing a section of the wall where some of the bricks are loose. Oh, carefully I pull them away to reveal a small cavity. Inside, to my horror, is a human skull. Its dark eyes staring lifelessly back at me. At the insistence of the voices, I reach inside the cavity and my hands close around an unusual looking item. Immediately the voices fall silent and my heightened senses are left with the whooshing drumbeat of blood being pumped around my body. Turgid. Okay, that's scary. Okay, this kind of looks cute though. I would wear a necklace like this. You were depressed when you were in your early 20s? Oof, let me tell you. I've dealt with a lot of depression in my life, Just Game Hero. Do you feel like you've kind of gotten the better of depression now? This is bronze with green gemstones on the side. Looks like jade. Very smooth with the raised detailing of the face. No smells or sounds and no vibes, but it's a cool pendant. I'm going to put it up with my like, put it over here. This looks cool. Okay, we helped Mrs. Bream, so I can put that in the archive section. Wow. Done. Artifact name Sleep Vessel has to be intentional. You can guess exactly what kind of music the developer... Oh, really? Is that like a band or something? Does that music keep you awake and stuff? Grenville Pierce. Turgid and fetid. Hey, I was the one that added turgid in there, but yeah. My father's sword has a space in the hilt where a shimmer should go, but he sold it to buy whiskey a long time ago. For whatever reason, he never did sell the sword himself. I want to restore it to its former glory. I was just thinking how I don't know what a shimmer would be. What? He wasn't... Wait, is it a shin or a shimmer? Damn, okay. It's a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce a calm rage in the face of unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer in his chestplate, but it didn't save him from being slain. Okay, so it should induce rage. Confusion, paralysis, Orion's Folly, a heart chamber. Something that could be slotted into a sword. It induces feelings of rage. I don't know if I got anything like that, Buckle. I don't know, pal. Something to be put into the... Something to be slotted into a sword? Wild. You feel like you've gotten better? You lost one of your brothers then, I see. I mean, that is fully a great reason to be depressed. You know, I think that's quite valid just from here. And sometimes you don't have a reason to be depressed. Sometimes depression is just like a chemical imbalance in one's mind. Like my depression. So, but I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better now. What could slot into a sword? Shimmer. There's a band called Sleep Token where Too Long Didn't Read the singer was a masked person named Vessel who was speaking for an eldritch god named Sleep. That's cool. Should make turgid a dirty word one of these days so one of us gets banned at random. What? Oh, so like I tell Automod that no one can say turgid. I don't know that I have a shimmer. Let's see. I'm looking for something that looks like it could fit into the slot in the sketch. Oh, is that so? Okay. I mean, it might be like this thing. Well, wait. One of these was the... This is the diverging hook. Okay, I've confirmed that. Okay. It should look like it could fit into the slot in the sketch. So right there. Hole in the center. I feel like this might be it. It's the only thing I can imagine. But let's read about it real quick. And was there like vibes of rage? Nothing to remark on the vibes of it. I feel like this is bumpy enough to be it. I feel like that's it. Hold up. Dot up top. Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is it for sure. So like a gem could be in a sword or wood slot. True. See, and these gems would like lock into something like that. I think it'd be funny that like if sometime if you said turgid, you just got banned randomly. I would be so sad. Someone would definitely be like, remember when you kept saying the word turgid and we all felt uncomfortable, and then they get banned out of nowhere and be like, wow. I'm being silenced. The topaz and obsidian gemstones hint at calm rage, whereas the malachite suggests foresight. Okay, I think that's reading into it a lot, but okay. My hair is giving Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, female villager NPC, not an insult. I getcha. Yeah, they always have like a fun forehead exposure, you know. They have easy to draw hair, I'd say. You know what? I don't know if you did ask how I'm doing today as a game hero, but I'm doing spectacularly. Thank you for asking. Had a lovely day. A Babelia. The meaning of the unusual markings on a Babelia is unclear. They resemble a mentic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a mentic field. But used to aid with translation of foreign texts, though they require some skill to make full use of. The ability does not transfer to spoken language. Whoa, a mentic field. Well, let's write that this is a shimmer. Okay, so we know that's a shimmer now. Shimmy ya, shimmy yo, shimmy yay. The mentic field? What does a mentic field look like? This thing is so cute. Something that aids with the translation of texts. I feel like it had to have a hole in the center so you could like guide it over the thing. Let's see. A Babelia. The meaning of the unusual marks is not clear. They resemble a mentic field pattern, but the items themselves don't produce a mentic field. There's an X at the bottom of this page. Why is that? Why is there an X at the bottom of this page? This is quite weird. Maybe you can test to see if something is one of those things, a Babelia, if you hold it over the... Well, I don't think you can actually hold it over the book. Oh. That would be kind of fun, though, if you could. Okay, what could you possibly, like, hover over text to read it? I would just assume it'd be like this thing, but that has paralysis written all over it. Quite literally. Gotta pet the cat. Also, it's time for me to wrap up for the evening. Does it save my progress, though? I think we have to, like, beat the day for it to save, so... Or maybe not. Do you, like, exit? Your game is saved automatically. I guess I can't play this again until next Friday, but still, I had such a lovely evening tonight. I learned such a false sense of security with the word turgid, and then bam, you're banned. Let's hope that never happens. I had such a wonderful day playing this game. It's so fun. I like the time just flies by. Honestly.